Translated, Penticton means a place to stay forever. We'd love to. We're here till Championship Weekend Sunday at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. The South Okanagan Event Center is fantastic. Finished in 2008, it's home to the Penticton Bees of the BCHL. They are on a 6-game road trip, so we can bring you this year's Scotties. Coming inside the building, as always, glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Brian Mudrick joined by Kathy Gauthier. In our feature matchup, Nova Scotia, Manitoba, very special, as 3 players have combined for 15 Scotties titles. Meantime, there's a rookie skip from Alberta in this field, searching for her first.
And the only way to get that experience is to start with your first. And Casey Scheidegger got a little bit of experience at those Olympic curling trials and has carried that through. Saw some great stuff from her last night. This is against Team Canada, Michelle Englot. Michelle kept trying to hide a stone. Casey didn't let her.
And then another shot in that same end. She has that Manitoba tuck,
yes,
but
she does.
She's representing Alberta proudly.
Well, just a soft touch, not big weight, very controlled. That's a huge difference in this game. It was enough to make it end.
Casey Scheidegger, the skip from Lethbridge, Alberta, still perfect at this year's Scotties as we check the standings, handing Team Canada their first loss. So a new format this year, keep in mind, 2 pools. The top 4 teams from each pool qualify for the championship round of 8, and then it is the Page playoff system. If you look at Jennifer Jones and her resume, she is a mom, a wife, Olympic gold medalist, and apparently a world-class scout after picking up Shannon Burchard.
Well, and it's not only that she picked up Shannon, it's how quickly that they had to make that decision after winning the province and knowing Caitlin was going off to the Olympics. So you look for somebody who not only is a player, but is a third that can fit in with your team, because that generates through the lineup. Take a look after 2 draws. Each player, #1 in their field. Pluses, the most they can have is 2 right now, and look at those numbers for Shannon.
Yeah, 98%. What happened to that other 2%, right?
Oh, you know.
Come on, rookie. This lady has been here many times before. Arsenault. She was a great front-end player for Colleen Jones for years, but you like her skip DNA as well.
Well, she's very quiet, and she goes about doing her business. Her numbers are great. They are, in fact, only 1 percentage point behind Jennifer. And with a young team in front of her, you have to know her degree of difficulty is usually much more tough.
Lovely draw against Northern Ontario, and that was 4 as she picked up the victory. Arsenault looking very strong at this year's Scotties. She's making her 13th Scotties appearance, her 4th as a skip as she chases her 6th Scotties title all-time. Same goes for Jennifer Jones. She's searching for number 6 as well. It is Manitoba. It is Nova Scotia next on TSN.
You know, I think on any given day, of course, any team that's here can beat any other team. But we know that we can play with the best and can play with and beat any team.
You honestly never know when it's going to be your last one. We still have this opportunity to go and represent Canada at the Worlds and wear that maple leaf. So we're so excited to be here. It's always one of our most favorite events to play in. We never take it for granted, and every time I step on the ice at the Scotties, I almost pinch myself, and so thankful to be here.
The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Find comfort in Purex. The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. By New Holland, equipped for a new world. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
It is day 3 of the Scotties here from Penticton, BC. And here's the action on the sheets this morning. Northern Ontario, Tracy Fleury looking to bounce back, taking on Team Yukon. New Brunswick, Sylvie Robichaud taking on Team Nunavut here for the very first time. You know our feature matchup, of course, it is Nova Scotia and Manitoba. And for the first time, Team Wildcard, led by Carrie Anderson, taking on Sherry Anderson out of Saskatchewan. A lot of great experience. Arsenault, Jennifer Jones. It is time to meet the teams. It is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Hi, I'm Marianne Arsenault, skip of Team Nova Scotia. Our lead is Jennifer Krause. Our second is Jen Baxter. Third is Christina Black, and we play out of the Dartmouth Curling Club.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Jones, skip of Team Manitoba. Our lead is Dawn McEwen, second Jill Officer, third is Shannon Burchard, and we curl at the St. Vital Curling Club in Winnipeg.
It is amazing the experience. Jill Officer, Jennifer Jones, Marianne Arsenault all combining to win 15 Scotties titles. That is impressive. The draw to the button was won by Team Manitoba and Shannon Burchard, who nearly drew the pin. They have the Yellow Stones, Team Nova Scotia, the Red Stones, and leading things off on this Monday morning is the lead for Nova Scotia, Jennifer Krause. And we talk about those draw to the buttons, Kathy, all the time. Obviously, yes, you want hammer, but there's more going on behind the scenes when it comes to those draw to the buttons.
Well, it is cumulative, and they will look at that at the end of the week. If, in fact, there are ties, that can make a difference of whether you are playing an extra series.
Or no? Sure. Okay.
Just a bit of a discussion on stones. These teams know these rocks very well.
That's a 15?
That was a 15-1, yeah.
But just to finish that thought, Brian, and so they measure the distance from the pin, and that is all added up. And at the end of it, if you are free and clear ahead of everybody else, it doesn't matter. But if you are tied, say 3 of us were tied, and one beat one and one beat the other, the team that doesn't play that extra series is the one with the best draw to the button.
Mine's good.
Dawn Consistent McEwen leads stones for Team Manitoba. Pretty incredible, Dawn McEwen over the years, and how she's always one of the top leads at any competition, no matter where she's competing.
Do you like the same turn?
Sure.
And when I was looking at the numbers last night between these two teams, the front end for Nova Scotia, very good numbers. They're both at 82%. But when you're playing against somebody that is like a Dawn McEwen at 95 and Jill at 89, it feeds right through the order. A lot of pressure, I think, this morning on Nova Scotia.
Okay. That was a ton out of her hand.
You want to be to it, I think, guys.
Sorry.
Top 4. Give you hair left. This is a bit more ice.
Yeah.
Okay. Hard line! Yep, never off. Hard line!
I can only imagine how hard
Harder now!
that Olympic curling trials final on the men's side was for Dawn McEwen to be watching her husband Mike and Jennifer Jones watching her husband Brent as he's a part of Kevin Cooey. That was one of the best games I have seen in a long time, coming down to final stone in that draw made by Kevin Cooey.
No, it was brilliant curling, and when you're in a sport and you're married to someone in a sport, you certainly live and breathe with every shot that they throw.
Brett Lang is here this weekend, Kathy, supporting Jennifer Jones before he flies off to Pyeongchang.
Clean it.
Easy. We're there right now.
Oh, a lot of room. Lot of room. No.
Small bump.
No.
Big bump.
No.
Yeah.
Now, this is already a more complicated end than Marianne would want to play. She likes to keep it simpler, more open, especially early. And without last rock is already in some significant trouble.
I was quite soft on mine, so. Okay. Wait, only.
Little bit.
Weight's good, 8 foot. Line's good, you got room.
Jill Officer,
Line's good.
5 Scotties titles all time. Jen told a pretty good story about
Stay with it.
many moons ago behind the Coke machine asking her to play with her back in junior, and all these years later, still together. As Jill Officer draws in another one, top 4 as Manitoba lies 3, and when you Talk keys to the game. Good start for Manitoba, but really not what this woman was looking for.
No, and for Marianne, sticking to the game plan I thought was going to be huge this morning, and that is a simple game, something they're not involved in, and really needs a big game from her third, Christina Black, who is 26% different from Manitoba third, Shannon Burchard.
Okay. We need to be sweeping those right away. Like that over curls every time.
That top 12?
Top 8.
I think top 8's perfect. Okay.
This one will get to the
And for
middle a
Jennifer
little
and her
bit, so
team,
that
well,
you
more
can
of the
kind
same.
of- pretty good.
You are finding a way to win with
I'll
significant,
probably try to give you a
well,
hair
early.
less.
Let's just put it that way.
Not
They have
much,
just
but yeah.
stepped on teams that they've played so far, and you cannot underestimate Shannon Burchard. 98% is a phenomenal number at any position. And yeah, you might say I'm a homer because I'm from Manitoba, but 98% by a third at a national championship is a huge number.
Get it tight, guys. Get it tight. Hard. Keep it moving. Gotta go. Get it in. Go, 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 Shannon. Go. Go, Shannon. Go, go, go. That's good. Oh,
Really good sweep, guys.
Great scrub. Good. Good, Jill.
What's that?
I didn't see.
Just tell Marianne. Marianne.
Marianne, I don't know if I moved this, but I just touched it with my toe a bit. But
I didn't see it move.
Looks like right on the nose with the red, you can get rid of 2 of these.
Okay.
Or-
At least we'll have doubles if there's no guard anyway.
Exactly.
So run it straight back.
Yeah.
Or I don't think I can make a double on
I
those.
don't think so
It just
either.
goes, unless I can jam it into the crotch and make those 2 go.
Right.
You might be able to get 3 moving.
Yeah, you might be able to make the 6 and the 4 go.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Tough though, for how much you can see of it.
I'm fine with either shot.
Yeah.
So what do you like?
What do you think about playing less weight so your shooter stays? Get rid of this one.
Okay.
Leave your shooter there.
Okay. That's good.
10?
Yeah.
There's that option. Hopefully things move. I think the option that they're going to talk about instead is coming down here to there and then maybe making something go.
And try and like hit that
From
one
the
that's
hack,
sort
she
of
can
open and
see
stay right
about
there.
3/4. We're right behind that sheet.
yep.
Yes.
Quiet.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Jen Baxter sweeping that the entire way right out of Christina Black's hands.
Center.
Or I'll come around now.
Yeah. She doesn't really have anything on this.
It's either that or we split this, but I'm afraid if we split it, might give her something to double and roll behind.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think like that's her almost out right now. Is coming in.
Yeah.
To cut
so
us
I feel
down
like going
there.
even here is pretty good.
Yeah.
There's no triple that well, it would be hard.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. If you're frozen, it's not the end of the world, but I think just full 8.
Okay.
Okay?
And for sure, Jennifer does not want to throw a guard. You have last rock. Forcing play in the house. Knows that Marianne is still very much in the position of having to bail.
Frozen's not
And you
terrible.
heard Shannon say that right now that stone that they're drawing down towards beside the lid is the out if Marianne was able to
You guys,
freeze
this
onto
was a
that stone.
13.
Yes.
Sorry, what was that, Jen? 13. 13 on the back 8-1.
Talking about hog-to-hog split times, they will get much quicker, but the one path that isn't utilized a lot in the pregame practice is the center line. Teams go way outside in,
Line's good.
and so once it gets to the middle, it'll be a little bit slow until the pebble breaks down.
Line's great, guys.
Shannon Burchard, a 2-time finalist at the Canadian Juniors,
It's to it. It's to it.
and the first Scotties for the 23-year-old.
Still go, go, go. Hard.
her first stone here in one. And look at the yellow piling up for Team Manitoba as they lie forward with hammer here in the first.
Nice, Shannon. 14.
Yeah.
You're going to need middle with your pushback.
Maybe it's a hair less for me.
Oh, the advantage for Nova Scotia now, though, is even though there are 4 belonging to Manitoba that are counting, it's open.
Yes!
Look at this rock takeoff, Kath. That was definitely plan B as they were trying to hit the top stone.
Sorry, it was a bad slide.
I did the same thing on the intern, I think, eh?
I was like, just blow.
Yeah.
Kind of
Same
spot.
kind of shot on the intern?
I don't know where we are. Just freeze right in there? Or?
No, top 8.
Top 8?
She's saying they have the freeze.
Oh, yeah.
Top 8.
Yeah, I agree.
Top 8, yeah.
I think so.
Top 4 is okay, guys.
I love that
Full 8.
from Jill. That's
Top
playing
4,
together
even if we
forever.
bounce,
She even knows the
okay.
broom signals after all these years of exactly what Jen's doing down there.
Your speed will be similar.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of comments that we'll hear through the game, especially when they're sweeping, because Shannon was very open about not having judged a lot of stones over the years. She has always been a skip. And you get used to seeing rocks coming at you, which is a very different visual for your eyes than when you're on top of the stone.
We got to bounce. Hard! Go! Go, 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 go! Bounce! Roll it, roll it! Good.
And that bounce is to take away the freeze at the back of the forefoot.
Yeah, it did.
Nice shot.
Good call on that.
Yeah.
Like 9.
Yeah. Probably end up an 8-8. Yeah.
Note. Play this double, which is fine.
Yeah.
And then I replace, I think, the one that she's,
Hitting, yeah.
and give her another double.
Pretty much on the beat.
All right, Marnie. Kind of where do you from?
I don't think when Marianne got up this morning and was getting ready for this matchup against Jennifer Jones, she envisioned this shot in the first end with her first stone.
Well, she's in tough for sure, but you just can tell by Marianne's demeanor. She is very cool. I think that's why she's also such a great skip and made that transition so well. Very unflappable.
Marianne Arsenault, her first here in one, in a whole heap of trouble. Bang, bang, and 2 yellows go. Shooter sticks around.
Well, that is a whole lot better than it was.
All right, Marn. Come in here, probably.
She's done 2 things. She's removed a couple of stones, but she's also created a potential freeze situation for herself.
We're just nosing.
Nose would be ideal. It's just that if I don't,
You've got angles everywhere. Like you've got that
or I
one
go here,
you need.
that's probably a
She
better
knows
result,
over there. I can hit and roll.
right?
Well, I mean, you go there, she's right on top. You're in tough
Yeah.
to get to, right?
Okay. You like this better?
I do like this better.
9.5.
Mind you, she has that
You
to
guys
work
like
with
this,
too.
or
Her first thought was kind of the draw, just because she'll have it if we hit, right?
do you think she's really drawing first end? We're only going to lie 3 here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Let's go down. What kind of weight? And like a 9.5.
I don't think there's
I
any chance
like it.
she's thinking of the draw.
Plus, it's just a little bit of a guess on speed, right?
True.
Like,
Yeah. Okay, so we're trying to roll over?
nope, just a nose.
Okay.
If it's later in the game, you would be looking at playing that freeze. But if Jennifer sticks out there, I think that you can expect that Marianne will try to utilize that stone to not only remove it, but to roll either in front of that other stone or behind it. You want to minimize the damage in the first end.
No! Weight's good. Whoa!
Jennifer Jones, her first here in one. She will roll it underneath to the hearts. And now maybe a wall to freeze to, or does she play the hit?
She can see
I don't think
7/8.
bumper. I can just freeze it.
Just freeze on top of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's changed. Jennifer wanted to stick out in the wings
looks great.
Now where that is, there's a nice little patch there.
It's not quite as quick as practice from the times I'm getting.
So you play the
just
freeze.
because it just sat a bit, right, while we were doing our thing, so it's just not quite up there yet.
Okay.
But I think it's still like 4-2.
Okay.
Some updated scores for you. It is the Yukon leading 2-0 over Northern Ontario. Sylvia Robichaud, New Brunswick. 1-0 advantage over the Northwest Territories and Kerry Galusha. And a blank as team wildcard, Kerry Einarson taking on Team Saskatchewan. Einarson blanking the first, so she has hammer in 2. A double with her first. Her second stone here in 1 without hammer, and this is a key shot already for Marianne Arsenault. Needs to lock one in there. Facing 3 Manitoba stones.
Just a little bit overswept. Otherwise, she had a great shot.
I think that's pretty close, eh?
Crap.
I mean, even if you lose the shooter on the inside,
Yeah.
that's fine.
There with Hack?
Yeah. Like that.
Crazy bad end.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I was super positive on mine compared to.
Keep going. Hack.
Okay.
Think it's a hair heavier still, or?
Maybe in the tighter path, just a touch. Couple.
Try to cross the face of that stone, over curl it,
Kind of wait, Jen?
and push it by the yellow stone for 4.
Like this. I didn't remember seeing that on my rock when I was practicing, but there's it.
Well, Jennifer's found a way to score a lot of points. Look at that average. 13 points per game. And it is because of opportunities like this to score big ends on teams. Their comfort with a lot of stones in play, going after teams early.
It is Super Bowl week after all, so a lot of offense expected this week. Final stone here in 1. Jennifer Jones needs to curl up. Get it by that yellow. She rolls in. And all things considered,
All I can hear was Jen.
not a bad result for Marianne Arsenault, as that end was not looking good.
Sorry, Shannon. I thought I was quiet. My
Jennifer
bad.
Jones picks up a pair and leads 2-0 over Nova
Thought I was
Scotia.
a little quiet, heavy.
Welcome back to our Scotties coverage, and she is one of the best of all time, Colleen Jones, the only woman with 6 Scotties crowns. A lot of success with Marianne Arsenault. 4 consecutive titles from 2001 to 2004, representing Canada very proudly. Seems just like yesterday. Colleen Jones, 6 titles all time, and we have Colleen on the phone. Colleen, first and foremost, thank you very much for joining us. And what is it like to be watching your former teammate now as a skip here on the ice at the Scotties?
I get really nervous watching, actually, which is kind of funny, but you've got no control over it from your, sofa. It's, don't call that shot or play this shot or, you've got this. Play your turn. That's the thing. I love watching.
Colleen, in that first end, one of the keys that I thought for Marianne was to keep it relatively simple in this first end, especially against Jennifer. For you, as somebody who's obviously played at this level, played these teams, and knows Marianne, what advice would you give to teams playing Jennifer with her ability to score big points?
Yeah, she's hard to defend against for sure. And I think Marianne has done a good job of scoreboard management and also knowing what end to go. We always had an expression, if you call, we'll answer. We don't always to throw up a guard against a team like Jennifer Jones because she's going to put a lot to play.
Right.
So you need to put more junk on top of the junk. So that's sort of been her calling card, Marianne, the whole way, and she's making everything so far. I love how she's throwing. and she's playing with a lot of confidence.
Colleen, so much history on the ice right now and a number of fantastic players. You have Marianne looking for her 6th Scotties title. Same goes for this woman right here, Jill Officer. And, of course, Jennifer Jones chasing her 6th. Do you look back at those years and see these women coming up? And what would it mean to you to see them match you with 6?
It'd be wonderful for anybody to kind of join the 6 club. And certainly Jennifer Jones' team is sort of the overwhelming favorite to do that this year in this field. And you could envision Rachel Holman's team as another one that's already got 8 Canadian titles, easily going 6, 7, or 8. Of course, often life gets in the way. Might have another career choice you want to do. You don't want to miss your kids' hockey games anymore. How many could Kathy Gauthier have, for example, if she hadn't made decisions for both career and family? And we always are making those kind of things. But at this one, I would say it'd be great to see Marianne's team do it. They would need a lot to go well, but curling's a slippery sport. I don't think anybody last year predicted Michelle Englot's run.
Right.
And she came very close to winning it. And who knows what they might do this year. So it's, as long as you've got the confidence, just remember it's just one rock at a time.
Now, Colleen, I heard a very great story at the Canadian Juniors because, as you know, my son Jacques is dating Carly Burgess, who's on the team from Nova Scotia, and young Caitlin Jones moved from Saskatchewan to Nova Scotia. And I understand that you called her up and said, there's another Jones that is hailed out of Nova Scotia, and you gave her one of your jackets as a sign of good luck and said, there's lots of luck left in that. Is that a true story? And what made you do that?
I didn't call them. They got a hold of me to say, hey, do you have any jackets you could take to the Canadians? And I said, I do, and they have lots of luck left in them. Then I went looking for what I had. It turns out, gosh, only knows where they're hidden, in the attic or the basement or wherever. I've given a lot away. So I could only find 2, but they definitely had a lot of luck. They just wrote me to say, hey, we'll give you back the jackets. I'm thinking, hey, those were lucky. You guys should keep them. Now they've got their own luck going. That's a really phenomenal through those we're on Mary Faye's team that won the World Championship. So much great talent on that team with the experience of both Kristen Clark and Carly Burgess. So I can't wait to watch them at the World Juniors.
Colleen, thank you so much for your time. You've done so much for curling, and we enjoyed watching you all those titles, all those years, 6 Scotties titles. We wish you all the best in the future. Colleen Jones, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and I'm rooting for Team Blue Nose here in Nova Scotia. So can't wait to see this conclusion.
I wouldn't expect anything less. That was Colleen Jones joining us by phone, the only woman to win 6 Scotties championships at the Women's National Championships here in Canada. And, of course, 3 women on this feature sheet looking to join her in that 6 club, as she calls it. Jennifer Jones, Jill Officer, and Marianne Arsenault.
Okay.
I loved her comment. One of the very first things she said, Brian, that in playing against someone like Jennifer, that you don't need to force it because you know that Jennifer's going to put rocks in play. And I think that that's a great, an indicator of how Colleen skipped as well. She called a relatively conservative game, didn't feel that she needed to rush anything unnecessarily, and got a lot of wins out of it, so there's a message inherent in there.
8 foot! You need 4 foot, you got room! But line's good! Gotta go! 8 foot, yes! You gotta go then, go! Fighting it! Go! Get it in! Go! 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 Keep going!
Update time. Team Wildcard, Carrie Anerson out of Manitoba taking on Sherry Anderson and Team Saskatchewan. And it looks like Saskatchewan is lying 1. You think 2, Kathy?
I do. I think that yellow stone behind the red one may be the second shot. And so for Carrie, it looks like she is drawing against 2. Needs full 8 foot for sure.
Okay, self there. Piece of the floor. Oh, yeah.
Carrie Anerson making history as the first Team Wildcard ever at the Scotties. And for the first time, we opened up on Friday night here in Penticton. She played the play-in game against Chelsea Carey and was successful in winning that. So obviously here she is now, team wildcard. Selena Cates, Liz Fife, Kristen McCush, and nice draw weight there.
Okay.
So after blanking the first, it's 1-0 for team wildcard.
That's what I was hoping I could do.
There's a nice shot.
That's good.
The lead, by the way, Kristen McCush is the niece, I believe, of Jill Officer.
Is.
So a lot of connections, family connections on the ice.
Well, that's a good shot by Christina, especially coming off last end. And you heard the frustration. I'm sure they would have talked between ends about their performance. That was a good run back double, even though Manitoba lies 1. Certainly has changed for Marianne. She's got access to the 4-foot. There's only a stone in the 12-foot. Good outcome.
Even is pretty good.
Okay.
The speed's good here, Dawn?
Yeah.
I'm in a bit from you, but I think it should be
it should be close.
4.5.
Yeah, close to that.
And that is something that has not changed on this Jones team with the addition of a new third, is those two that flank Jennifer have flanked her for a very long time. That comfort in what she's throwing and path.
Line's nice. Room, Jilly. Room.
No difference there.
Room, Jill. Come on. Come. Room, Jill. Dawn, draw.
Pull forward, T-line, sliding. Do not need to.
Top 4.
Dawn, draw. Stay close, Dawn. It's going to come off right in here.
We straight.
No, easy, easy. Little bit.
Yep. Really nice, Jen. That's good. Great weight. Really nice.
Well, it's weird, Brian. When I look back at last end, I actually think that the key shots belong to the team that gave up the deuce. Facing 4 on her first one after her team started a little bit shaky. Very calm in the hack, got rid of 2 and rolled her shooter into a position that lured Jennifer over to Kit. Jennifer wanted to nose, was not able to, roll to the middle, and so now she's trying to play the freeze. A little bit overswept, but it rolls to a position that makes Jennifer have to make a very delicate shot early on this ice. Jammed it, and it was 2, could have been 4.
The key shots are brought to you by Cashmere. Nothing feels like Cashmere.
Kept Nova Scotia very much in this game. See the hairbrush still utilized by Marianne. There still are a lot of throwers that are utilizing those brooms because they have a nice square head. You get used to the weight of them, but with that does come sometimes still some hair letting go, and I think that's what Marianne saw in front of the hack as she was setting.
And a little bump, and it will be wide open. Top 4. I'm just your terrible hack Monday night curler, and I find for me when I push out, I love that flat back of the wood. The new brooms, I'm bad as it is, but to have that and push out, it's a crutch to me. I love that wood broom to push out.
I always threw with one as well. It is heavier, you get used to that, but even if you change the shaft, if you look at the bottom of the broom, what you'll see is it's a very square surface. So any drag along the ice, there's no angle to it. It keeps you square. And that one's got a couple of years on it.
Might have curled more, Jill, or what?
And we should point out, too, that you have to have your brooms in front of the officials. You can have a delivery broom.
Absolutely.
And obviously then you have your sweeping broom. And there was a case not too long ago when a gentleman smashed his delivery broom. Correct. Which then you're toast.
Done.
It's gone. You can't use it anymore. At least it wasn't the sweeping broom.
No, for sure. If you break your broom because you're mad, you don't get a replacement. If you break it because the broom just happens to break, you do get a replacement.
Jennifer Jones, big scrub, her final stone in 2. The hit, the roll behind. And Manitoba lies 3 with 1 to come for Marianne Arsenault.
Okay. Not really.
Almost throw like just a few inches more ice. Should be pretty close, do you think?
Yeah. I'm just thinking with dead draw, it's going to curl a lot more. worried about getting by this one.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if you just kind of throw the same
Right.
and run into this.
Right.
Because if you take out there, you might not get by that guy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Out there with just a hair less weight?
Exactly, yeah, a couple feet less.
Okay.
So part of the discussion is because of this area right here, when the rock runs down that path, it runs very straight. The movement is all at the end. So the concern is the last throw Marianne had was probably back 4, back 8 to tap the stone. Their concern is by throwing less, they have to go out in the wings where it runs straighter. And is that yellow stone on the right as you look at it all of a sudden in their way? So look for her to throw that similar sort of weight, trying to catch that stone in the forefoot for her single.
You get some new toys over there? That's pretty fancy, little gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
It's because I can't use the easy ones. I'm going to the hard stuff.
Every stone so far in this game, tough situation for Marianne Arsenault. Her final stone here in 2, and she's drawing against 3. You heard the concern. They want to get by that first stone, and now do they have the weight to keep the angle? Kraus, Baxter, they've been hitting it the entire way. Can they drag it for second shot at least? And they will not. So a steal of 2 for Team Manitoba, as Jennifer Jones has been applying the pressure since opening rock, and they lead 4-0.
Penticton's beautiful, the lake's beautiful.
So far, so good. It's beautiful. Our hotel is great. The people have been great.
Here it's wine country, so we're pretty excited.
I'm hoping that I get a little time to go and check out a winery or 2.
They've got great wine, great atmosphere, there's no traffic. I don't think there really can be anything bad about Penticton. It's amazing.
We're from the north. It's minus 30, 35 there right now, so this is like tropical for us.
It's very scenic and it's very reminiscent of Newfoundland in a little different way. We don't have mountains, we have cliffs, but the water is just incredible.
We're right in the lake, and you can see the mountains and stuff. That just feels kind of homey for us.
I think with the winery and the lake and everything else, it'd be an ideal spot, so maybe I'll just stay.
Count me in.
Well, Michelle, translated, Penticton does mean a place to stay forever, and what a awesome community for these kids to grow up in. Some young Scotties fans on the shores of Lake Okanagan and Lake Skaha. Penticton, about 31,000 call this city home. It has been fantastic, and you mentioned the wineries. 120 wineries within an hour's drive of Penticton, BC.
Do we get a day off?
I don't know. I don't think so. But we will take deliveries.
Every day waking up to seeing the lake outside the window is just such a wonderful feeling. It's beautiful.
Peach Fest every year, the Okanagan Wine Festival, a wonderful part of Canada, and home to this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And we welcome you back to our feature game inside the South Okanagan Event Center. All Manitoba so far, lots of pressure on Marianne Arsenault. Manitoba opening up with 2 in the first, stealing 2 in the second for a 4-0 advantage. So here in 3, Nova Scotia throwing the Red Rocks with hammer as Jill Officer.
Brian, you talked
Heels.
about the stolen points last end for Jennifer. The numbers are phenomenal in just 2 games in stolen points, and that last end certainly added to that. 12 points this week. That's in only 2 games and 3 ends. You hope to have maybe 3 or 4 after a number of games. Well, the numbers are huge for this team.
Yep. Weight's pretty good. Hard line. Hard. Weight's nice. Hard. You're holding it, Tina. You're holding it. Go, 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 go. Hard.
Okay. Tight and light. It's bad.
Well, there's your explanation.
I think we just peel it out.
I think it's good that Marianne also shared that information with the other two players, saying tight and light. It's not about throwing a teammate under the bus. It's information that she can relate back to Jennifer so that she realizes the reason that it curled as much as it did is that she was a little light out of her hand and tight.
Good job. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think similar? Similar weight, yeah. Couple more feet.
And at some point, Marianne will have to deal with those 2 stones on the center line, but there is a double off of those, and so instead trying to utilize the stone just thrown by Jill to freeze, because it is on the corner.
I think you're there. I think you're close. We're pretty close. I think you're. You gotta go. You gotta go. Go ahead. Keep going. Go, go, go. To it. Okay.
Shan?
Scotties rookie, Shannon Bouchard, has not looked like a rookie at all in her first few games at this year's Scotties. And you've seen her for a long time out of Manitoba, the junior ranks. We mentioned the 2 championship finals that she made. What does she bring to this team?
Just very calmness to begin with. She would fit in with any team. She's not an A-type personality that it has to be her way. She would have looked for ways to fit in. Shannon said to me before this event started that she views herself as pretty perceptive about what people need, and so would use those skills to make sure she's giving Dawn and Jill and Jennifer what they needed. And she's a brilliant shot maker, has always been viewed as such in Manitoba. You talk about those 2 Canadian championships in juniors, finished in a final another year that she did not win, and has been knocking at the door in women's for some time.
You mentioned the strength of Manitoba over the years. If you just look at this field, you have, what, 3 Manitoba teams that are competing? Wild card, Team Canada, and Jennifer Jones.
Shoot. 4 shot? Okay. The guard? Yeah, I don't mind it.
We're 3. Okay. 4 feet.
Okay. Okay. Speed's nice here, Shannon. Okay.
Before the championship begins, the teams do their power poses. That's what we call them on TSN, where they get to have some fun and they do the serious look and the smiley faces and they joke around. And apparently Shannon was the rock star this time around. They had a ton of fun as she was doing her first. Obviously, the rest of the team has done it before.
And I think that's part of it, Brian. She's just so excited to be a part of this team and this event. If you curl and you're a woman, you look forward to having an opportunity to play in the Scotties, and even it didn't come with her own team. I'm sure she's loving every second of this.
You got it, Jen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No!
Christina Black for Nova Scotia. Bang, bang. Nice double as she gets 2 yellows to go.
That's good.
Good, Tina.
Through this, cut out wider, but.
Really important for Nova Scotia to score this end, so creating an opening for Marianne.
Yeah, great weight.
Well, how big now is that draw on the left-hand side? If that red stone were second shot.
Throw it hard and bounce that way, I guess.
It'd be a great chance for two, but
Shannon,
instead we'll play the hit and
throw
roll.
that very well.
Your
said
weight
it.
was great. It just,
I just said it, but I still think we could probably. So I just didn't want to cross it. I thought even if I
thought it was going to come up, honestly.
Yeah. What was it, 10 and a half almost?
I got a 10. Like it was 9.96.
She has been so good for so long. Jennifer Jones, 8 Manitoba women's titles, the first ever to accomplish that feat. And we mentioned Marianne Arsenault here for the 13th time. Same for Jennifer Jones, her 13th appearance at the Scotties. Of course, as a skip each and every time.
And in case you wonder why those numbers are different, Team Canada concept has been in play for a long time in women's, and so Jennifer got a lot of return passes back to the Scotties without having to play in the provincial championship as the defending champion.
9.
Yep.
3, go! Yeah! Room down.
And a little roll for Marianne Arsenault. As promised, the updates will continue all morning long. Our coverage here on TSN at the Scotties, the wildcard team taking on Team Saskatchewan. Carrie Einarson versus Sherry Anderson. And final stone here for Anderson. And as you see the house, it's a draw against 2, I believe. Anderson playing with a bunch of young ladies, former junior players. Courtney Fesser, sister Krista, Carly Korchinski. Their alternate this year is Kim Schneider, who we've seen at Scotties before as well. So nice draw there. They're tied up at 1 after 3.
Jennifer would like to roll away from that side, so there's no double chance.
Final stone in 3 for Jennifer Jones. And on the nose. Did that set up the double here for a possible 2? They're looking at it right away.
You bet.
Bad deuce, guys.
I agree. Looks good.
Similar weight.
Okay. Same weight or a touch more?
About the same.
Okay.
Touch more. 8-8.
They need a good one. Final stone in 3. Marianne Arsenault a chance to claw back in this game. Roll it over. Oh, they ticked the wrong stone. So just a single.
Just caught it that little bit too thick, but she's on the board.
So a single as Nova Scotia finds the board. Manitoba leads 4-1. First time of the Scotties for Shannon Burchard. We talked about those power poses. Here's a look.
At the beginning of the Scotties, we build a set and we invite the curlers taking part to just drop by. We ask them to smile. We ask them to be serious. However, most importantly, we ask them to be themselves and have a little fun. And it's all known as...
Oh, the power poses.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. Being from the Yukon, we're not used to it all, that kind of thing. It's weird. It's really weird doing them.
They want you to do a big smile first and then come in with your serious face.
Trying to keep a serious face with everybody looking at you and the girls giggling in the corner is certainly challenging at times.
Trying to keep a straight face is a little hard to do, and you just want to smile because you're just so excited.
The girls said, pretend like you just gave up 3, and then I got mad.
I definitely had a little bit of struggles hitting my mark.
I definitely had several takes to get myself in the right spot.
Who is the rock star on your team for the power poses?
I think it's me.
Me, obviously. It was Shannon's first time doing these power poses, and her smile just lit up the room.
Cheryl really knocked it out of the park. Her doing the serious face was a struggle. It's always Amanda. Yeah. She's just got a lot of personality and a lot of fun ideas.
Julie's constantly trying to make us all laugh while we're doing them. So when she was trying to do them, she was kind of a little bit of a jokester.
You end up giggling by the end of it, so you know it's a good thing that you have a good edit suite.
Welcome back to our coverage. Update time. New Brunswick looking for their first Scotties title since way back in 1963. It is Sylvie Roby's show. She is back from Curl Moncton representing her province. Final stone and a chance to draw in for two. Has to find that port there, Kathy, between those yellow stones.
She does. You can see that those two yellow stones in the 8-foot. So for Sylvie, needs full 8.
Roby show her first appearance here since 2016. Little tick and she'll roll in. So 2 on the board. And a lead 3-2 over the Northwest Territories and Carrie Galusha, who's teamed up with Sarah Colton this year, who's joined her team. And a steal from Northern Ontario in end number 3, so they're all tied up at 2. Tracy Fleury representing Northern Ontario once again. We'll keep you up to date all morning long here in Penticton, BC at the South Okanagan Event Center. Opened up in 2008, fantastic facility. Also home to the BC Hockey Hall of Fame. If you have a chance to walk through the concourse, a lot of great stuff here in the building, including curling all week long. Marianne Arsenault just missing that double, so she picks up a single. It is Jennifer Jones now a 3-point advantage, and with Hammer throwing the yellow stones.
Like peeling that out? Okay? Yeah? It's either that or peel the guard, but yeah, I don't mind this.
Jill looking to remove the stone just thrown by Nova Scotia, not stick around.
Really hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry.
Okay, don't.
Okay. I like this for good now. What? This is good. All right, got to be on that side of center. Don't want it any deeper than a 2.
Not only a guard, but a long guard for 2 reasons. Don't want to give an opportunity for Jill, who can throw big weight, to be able to run it straight back. Also trying to avoid setting up a double if they can on the 2 guards.
Whoa. Sit. Sit. Don't leave a hole.
Sit.
Don't leave a hole.
Okay. Good try.
Quarter. A third. A third.
Okay. You better throw here. Whoa.
Yep. No. Whoa. Yep. No. Good.
Jill Officer, that's a little bit better. Both go.
I think you want a guard again, eh? Put it right back.
Yeah. How'd that feel, Jen?
It's sliding nice out here. But I was nice and positive.
Over
I
on
keep
sheet
it out
D,
there.
your shot stone is belonging to Team Wildcard and Carrie Anerson with 1 rock to come. So that tells me likely the outturn draw for 2 here, Kathy.
It is indeed lots of yellow in the house, but really irrelevant when the shot stone is already red. Not sure how that all happened, but for Carrie, full 8-foot will do it.
Okay, all yellow line's great. Make sure. Hard. We're not very deep. Hard. Go. You gotta go. Go.
As we watch Nova Scotia try to cap off that shot stone, which they do.
Good sweep, guys.
Lovely sweep there from the front end of Liz Fife and Christian McCush as they drag it in for the pair. So Wildcard leading 3-1 after 4.
Like hers, they're not sliding very.
I'm still getting used to this whole wild card, Kathy thing.
I don't think you have to yell it.
Well, it's just,
I'm just saying.
Like a wild cat or something. Anyways, wild card. It's, hey, listen, team wild card. With this new format each and every year, the wild card team will be a legitimate contender every year because it will be a great team with the points. And
they will.
Makes you wonder, too, in this Olympic cycle year that obviously there is still tweaking and lots that could happen. But, you know, you have a team like Rachel Holman off the Olympics representing Canada. They were Team Canada and obviously had to relinquish that. Maybe they come back as the wild card team the following year because they had to give up that Team Canada, right? Just food for thought.
I do think that there are a lot of things that can still happen. I do think that there's a lot of looking at what the answer is, at what this national championship should be that represents the geographic realities of our country. And also has some sort of format that everybody can play within a fixed period of time, because that's also a reality. And the other reality is that guard over curled.
Even if we freeze. Yeah. Just T-line wait. Okay.
It's a good spot, I think. Yeah.
Heavy, I think.
Little tap. Oh, well, if
You often hear of players joining a new team, and Joanne Courtney comes to mind when she joined Rachel Holman's team, Kathy, and reinventing yourself, your release, trying to match your teammates. When you look at Shannon and the way she releases, is it easy to read? Is it a consistent release?
I think it's consistent, but for sure for Jennifer, it will be different than what she's used to from Caitlin. But I think that what happens often when you insert a new player in a team in a situation that was as short as this and for an event such as this, is there's a little bit of excitement about a new person that can take you further than it might be with the same old. So I look at this example, I look at 1995 when we were returning to the Canadians as Team Canada, and a week before we left, Karen Purdy walked out of the curling club, fell and destroyed her ligaments in her ankle. So now we have a week to go to find a third that would fit in, and that's when Connie called Kathy O. She joined our team. We went on to win the Canadian Championships, and there was some extra magic, and Karen was a fantastic player, but it was just, you're all trying so hard to make it work, and then you have somebody with different chemistry. Some really good things can come out of it.
So you're hoping I slip and tear some ankle ligaments here, Kathy, this week?
Well, no, I kind of have to do something with your throat. Your ankle is not going to be...
Heavy ball!
They'll airlift you into the
Still
booth.
be limping to the booth, Brian?
Never leave it.
And it's almost golf season. Listen, not the ankle, okay? I'm excited for golf season right around the corner.
That is a lovely soft touch by Marianne.
There we go. There's some shots.
Right there.
Just really well thrown. Nice soft weight. Gets to the inside. That's a peach.
Well, we're in peach country, so that's good,
Because
Kathy.
you know with that
well done.
really nice 11-2 was what it was, and it's gonna finish. Lovely.
In both ways.
Okay, sounds good.
When Jennifer
Speed's
says
good, eh?
both
Yeah.
ways,
Yeah.
wants to
Yeah.
corner
Yeah.
freeze
Okay.
onto that roll that Marianne Arsenault just played, so that on her final stone, she will have access to the out turn as you look at it to hit the yellow sideways, or if they cap off that side, she'll play the other one.
It's close.
Okay, let's go. Mine's good.
Room, Jill.
Room right now.
T-line,
Top, top four. Stay close. Top four. Okay, line T-line. Don't need to. It's heavy. Room, still room. T-line. Stay with it. T-line. 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 We're bouncing.
Back button, back four, even.
Curl and sit, curl and sit, curl and die, curl and die.
They are two great players. And you know Marianne Arsenault here for the 13th time and her 4th as a skip. And here are the head-to-heads against Jennifer Jones.
Well, what I find really interesting is if you look at them, they're exactly opposite. Marianne wins, Jen wins, Marianne wins, Jen wins, and it goes through. So if you follow this through, it would suggest that it is Jennifer's turn.
And career-wise, the only other skip to have a winning record against Jennifer Jones at the Scotties. And actually, it's a bit of trivia, but you guessed it this morning.
Well, I guessed it because I was on the ice for a couple of the losses. And that's Kelly Scott, formerly Kelly McKenzie out of Manitoba, and then moved to British Columbia and became Kelly Scott. Had Jennifer's number.
But you might. Or nestle in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be the better idea, eh? I mean, if we could overcurl a bit and nudge that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take a little less ice.
So that little rub off by Jennifer
Looks good.
creates an opportunity for Marianne.
Yeah.
Should be good.
That looks great.
I think you just throw hack at this.
Because then if she spins off on her next one.
Trying to get in there, and she can utilize that yellow stone as a bit of a graze to roll
I'm
in.
thinking if you like almost played the same thing and like just flipped in, then if she jams that, it should spin off a little bit, shouldn't it?
No.
If we leave it there, does it leave her double for 2 sort of deal?
Like, you know what I mean? If you just play it almost the same way.
Stayed right there.
Yeah, we talked about that, but we can't get to sit 2.
Okay.
Like, she's always going to be out counting us there.
I just think that if you're going to leave her both sides, where she will only have one, like this side, if you remove the other
Start
yellow.
here.
Do you want to call time?
I like whatever you like. They're all good calls.
Speaking of skips with lots of Scotties appearances and experience, Carrie Galusha out of the Northwest Territories, and
That's a really small quarters.
final stone to come. And her new teammate this year, Sarah Colton, playing third, coming over from that young Yukon team.
Sure. Timeout.
Now
Timeout.
they're taking a timeout. We also have a timeout on our feature sheet.
Timeout. Got it.
So it looks like she had maybe an opportunity to tap maybe for 4. We'll wait and see. We'll get back to that after that
But
timeout.
not for 2. The shooter will roll off. On the back one.
Peter Corkum, coach for Nova Scotia, out for this timeout.
Why don't we eliminate just
that
flipped in with like,
Because there is a little bit of air.
I don't think we have to though.
Yeah, I agree. I like our first call.
Like, I think her only shot for 2 is to hit this. And like bump it with like half.
That her easiest shot is the other side.
Yeah, turn, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if we want to guard, we would guard over there.
yeah.
I don't know you could do anything here. Like that's really hard. It's super skinny. And it's just going to hit into that. So we probably still score.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we could just guard the other side.
If you're guarding it, you guard the other side. The only thing is if you could hit this real thin, get through there.
I think she can make
I can't get it.
No,
I
I
can't
don't
get
think you
inside
can
enough
get
to get over there.
Okay, so if you can't get inside, your best bet is to guard the other one.
Okay.
Because this one, she can't do anything.
Sure. Thank you.
Now that is someone that we have seen as part of Marianne's career, Peter Corkum I'm referring to, for a very long time. You heard Peter say, could you play the thin hit on the yellow one and get across? Marianne doesn't think she can get to the inside with enough weight, so was very honest about that. And so they're electing to guard the side that they feel Jennifer has the best access to the shot stone.
Hold it out there early.
Yeah. Okay. Because we just need to be on the 4-foot line, eh?
Yeah.
I think you got to keep your broom down.
Lots of
heavy
weight,
clean,
lots of
heavy
weight.
clean.
Keep it out
Justin,
there.
Hard clean,
1 and a half.
hard clean, hard clean.
1 and a half. Get over,
Let it
girl.
stop. Let it stop.
Oh, it's get over, girl.
Gotta stop.
Not to your broom. Just leave
to the
it.
corner of
It's over
Cashmere.
curling.
Sit.
Stop.
Sit.
Good.
So the guard goes up in
Keep
our
it.
feature. Meantime, the timeout complete between the Northwest Territories and New Brunswick. Fred Cooey came out, father of Carrie Galusha in her final stone on the way. What do you think she's playing here, Kath?
I think she's trying to get to the outside of hers, hit about a third of it to go across and get the shot stone out for 4.
Sarah Colton calling line in the house. As the house comes into view, tap, tap, get that red moving.
Okay. Still 2.
We need
2 yellow?
And 2 yellows.
Yeah, kill it.
So a crucial game between those two sides.
And here on our feature sheet, because that guard is so long, Jennifer didn't take any time to put the broom down and is still playing that angle tap to remove the red stone.
Whoa, 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 Don, whoa, 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 whoa. Make it solid, Hack. Whoa, solid, close, close. Yes, yes.
Jennifer Jones, final stone in 4.
Yes, yes.
Officer McEwen on and off, now back on. By the red, tap it out. And a lovely shot. Manitoba scores 2 here in 4.
Now that's really good ice reading, good weight control. You're sitting in the hack, it's a blind shot. You can't see what you're aiming at, so you trust that it will do the same thing, that you've got great brushers. Lovely shot.
They scored 2 in the first, stole 2 in the second, and now 2 more in 4. 6-1 Manitoba over Nova Scotia.
We went back after St. Catharines last year and kind of talked about what we did well and what we could improve on. And every Scotties you learn something, and we're just coming in with some additional experience, and we're going to try to get into the championship pool and try to be around at the end of the week come playoff time.
It's definitely a confidence booster to know that we've been successful against some of the best teams in Canada, not only Alberta, but we're going to have to bring our A game just like we did at provincials, and any team here can beat us, and we're only as good as our next game, so we just keep reminding ourselves of that and, you know, think of the positives and go into each game knowing that we have to play well.
And that will be the game this afternoon on TSN, a battle of Pool B. Alberta, Casey Scheidegger, undefeated at 3-0 in her Scotties debut, taking on Newfoundland Labrador. Stacey Curtis getting better and better each and every appearance. You can watch that one at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy, myself, all the coverage as the Scotties continues this afternoon from Penticton, BC on TSN. So Jennifer Jones having a game so far. Scored 2 in the opener with Hammer. Stole 2 in the second, another pair there in the fourth. So here in 5, down by 5, it is Marianne Arsenault and Team Nova Scotia throwing the red stones with Hammer.
Okay, good. Geez. Curling off the sheet. Yeah. 3.
Manitoba going to try to remove the corner guards.
Clean, oh, clean, whoa, whoa, clean.
Take away hiding places for Nova Scotia.
I thought I pointed it a bit. Good job. Okay, so mine will slide a little bit more at the end.
And another corner guard going up. We do the skip sit-down interviews before the week begins always, and always nice to catch up with Jennifer Jones. And obviously her kids are getting older, including her oldest, Isabella. And I asked Jen, obviously she rarely talks about her accomplishments, and she's going for her 6th, which would be very special. But I said, so does Bella know how cool Mom is? Like, you know, you're pretty amazing curler going for your 6th title. And she kind of laughed and said, well, you have to explain to her that not all the mummies have billboards and win Olympic gold medals.
It's just normal.
It's a very special family dynamic. And now Brent Lang is going to the Olympics. And I said, well, did she ask why Daddy's going to the Olympics and not Mom this year? And she said, well, it's Daddy's turn. That's what Isabella said. It's Daddy's turn to go to the Olympics. So pretty cool to have that kind of perspective when you have kids and they get to watch Mom and Dad compete.
Well, that is their normal, right?
Update time over on Sheet D. Wildcard team, Carrie Anderson taking on Team Saskatchewan. And a whole pile of red after a quick glance, and that's what's facing Sherry Anderson with her last.
Well, and it's not only a pile of red, it looks to be 4, maybe 5, depending where that Yellowstone is at the back. But Sherry also needs to get to the hearts.
You can't! You still can't!
Nothing yet from the front end. Courtney Fesser in the house calling line, has to get a bit of the hearts. And a nice little tap. Single. That was a big time draw. It is Carrie Anderson, team wild card. Still leading 3-2.
Asking Shannon to play this in turn because there is the double opportunity off the guards with this one.
Yeah. Hard. You're good. Whoa. You're good. All right, girl.
Good, Jen. I didn't know what the egg. What are we doing?
Come around. All right, nice and positive, Tina. Okay.
Trying to utilize now that corner guard that remains to duck behind. There would have to be a double made off those 2 yellow Manitoba stones later.
Little heavy.
And that's what they will bank on. But first trying to bury that second point, if you will. Assuming the double is made later.
I really don't want to come down. We're through.
Jen?
I don't really want to go.
Okay, well, it doesn't need to curl.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
You want to make sure you go across the top. You need a thick half.
Thick half, okay.
When they go across the top is they don't want to hit this thin and wind up sort of redirecting onto their own stone in the 12-foot. Those 2 stones are set up perfectly and just want to leave them where they are.
Shannon Burchard. And she'll just miss that yellow top 12 and roll out.
Hey, Shannon. Hey, Shannon. There you go. Okay. Thanks.
Probably hack?
Yeah.
I don't think that that's enough ice for hack, though.
Maybe there's an inch more.
Great shooting. So she's tapped.
Hack weight.
Marianne's now calling to manipulate those stones, asking Christina to tap the top one back, create a little bit of a wall back there, maybe make it tougher for Jennifer to remove her own stone.
No. Whoa. Whoa. Good shot.
Great, good. I think we should have probably swept one of those.
That's what.
Best you could do.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like leaving all of these. I mean, we could try that slash. Actually, that's probably our best bet.
Yeah, because then the middle's open.
Yeah, try it on this side.
Yep, cross face.
What, half? Ish?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think this will do a whole lot.
No. Firm?
Yeah.
This achieves 2 goals if made properly. Trying to play the slash across the top. Get rid of both of them. At a minimum, you open up that center path for Jennifer. But trying to get rid of both in the process. So it's always about multiple outcomes with one throw.
Jennifer Jones, 78% so far this morning. Marianne Arsenault at 69%.
As we talked about in the first end, Brian, Marianne gave up 2, but I thought she made 2 really good shots to keep it to that.
Jennifer Jones won, and she jams that red stone.
Try, Jen.
Nice try. Just finished.
Yeah, nice throw.
Shoot.
Okay.
Just over curled that little bit. You hit it a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
It goes across the top. And you get the
Finished. I
2.
thought we were good.
Whoa! Yes! Yes!
You're done.
So I get
I know. Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's okay.
We do, yeah.
What about just a nose?
Yeah, then she'll nose. I've got a double that doesn't stay.
So just roll in like a rock.
Yeah,
Then her double's pretty hard.
yeah.
I mean, it's
And
there,
dangerous.
but we need help
Yeah,
no matter what,
for sure.
right? So, regular?
Yeah, easy regular.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where they can roll to that they might set up a double, because they need at some point to get rid of both of those yellow stones to have their red one count. Right now, if you played that double, you're likely to
Need to
lose
hit
your
that to
shooter.
throw the other one up.
Pardon?
Hit.
You want to stay there? Try and
Roll a
little.
bit JC's way.
Okay.
Trying to roll a little bit towards the center line, hoping that Jennifer takes on the double. Maybe hits it wrong and jams on her own.
First stone here in 5 for Marianne Arsenault.
Whoa! 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 Roll in a little.
Go, go, go.
And just a little flip, top 4. That is shot stone for now. 1 to come here from Jen.
Good, I had a 9-7.
Like to nose and yeah.
Nice throw.
Want to finish up a hair more?
Yeah. I thought it would. It's just stuck there.
Whatever, third end, I guess. Okay.
So nose hit here.
It
There's no
It
need
curled
to
a bit.
try look
Yeah.
at some wild double here.
No, they were hoping, they being Nova Scotia, were hoping that Jennifer might take on the double. It's way too much risk, and for Jennifer, if she could nose and roll a little bit to the right as we look at it, pretty tough double. And if you make the double, Marianne is likely to lose her shooter, and it would be for 1.
Whoa! Heavy. Whoa! 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 That little big. Whoa! Weight. Yeah. Yeah. Big. Weights up. Weights up. Lots of weight. Yep. Roll it, Dawn. Yep.
Okay. You're done.
And the double is now there for Marianne.
You'll probably end up about an 8-8, like a 9.
Sounds
or
good.
an 8-8.
Sorry, roll a rock more.
Yeah, if we were across on the other side.
I tried to yell, it was heavy.
Pretty much a beat.
All right. Looks good. Same weight or just a touch more?
A little more.
Like a 9-5?
9.
Okay.
Marianne Arsenault settles in a big shot here in 5. Her final stone. Make the double and pull within 3. The intern hit on the way. Jen Baxter, all she has, trying to hold this stone. Bang it. Get them both? No. She'll jam it. And just a single. 1 on the board for Nova Scotia and Marianne Arsenault as Manitoba continues to cruise.
The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
Well, it has been all Manitoba from the very first end. That 2 could have been a 4, except for 2 very good shots. But a lot of pressure on a rookie in this field. Shannon Burchard, she is with Brian.
Shannon, dream week so far for you and your team. What's been so successful for you guys so far against Nova Scotia this morning?
We got off to a really good start. That deuce in the first end set us up really well, and we've been able to keep control for most of the game.
I know you're a rookie here at the Scotties, but you don't look like one out there so far. How are you feeling so far with this whole experience?
I feel great. I know it's big crowds and a big audience, but I think I've been able to put on the blinders a little bit during game time, and that's helped me out. And the girls have made me feel so comfortable out here.
Jen spoke very highly of you and bringing you on this team for Caitlin Laws. What do you want to bring to this team?
You know what? I just want to bring a great attitude and hopefully make some shots for them and have them trust me, and because I trust them a lot, and that's made it a lot easier for me to make my shots.
You've been doing that so far. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks so much.
The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years, by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada, and by Home Hardware. Here's how. The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
It is great to be out west once again in BC on the shores of Lake Okanagan and Lake Scotia, Penticton, BC. About 31,000 call this beautiful city home. Home to this year's Scotties. It is time for After 5. Kathy Gauthier in our feature matchup.
Well, the numbers on the bottom would suggest that Nova Scotia's team is playing better, and they are. You talk to Shannon at the fifth end break. Her numbers are still huge, 88%. 3 of Manitoba players would get pluses right now and outshooting their opponent. The one difference is at skip, where Marianne Arsenault is still within 3% of Jennifer Jones, but boy, she's had some tough shots.
After 5 is brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella. And we are under the bright lights of the South Okanagan Event Center. Opened up in 2008. And as the week approaches, we will crown a Team Canada at this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts with championship weekend looming. Brand new format this year, 16 teams, 2 pools. And the top 4 teams from each pool, Pool A and B, will qualify for that championship pool of 8. You carry your records forward, then the page playoff system. And we're looking forward to championship weekend as the pre-competition continues. Leadstone's on the way here in 6.
And of course, the winners of this will move on to the World Curling Championships. This year, the women's are held in Canada. That will be in North Bay, Ontario in March.
As Jennifer Krause will slide, back 8, back 12.
You can see that finish in the ice, how much it moves. It came out the other side.
Or we just peel that out. I like drawing first.
I think so.
Okay.
So give her more. You like that? Yeah, I think so.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Just fight the 4. Pulley, fight 4. Room, Jill. Yep. Room, Jill.
Kathy, you're a front-end player for Manitoba, played a long time. You broadcast for a long time. Where would you put Dawn McEwen when you rank leads in this women's game?
Right at the top, where she traditionally sits in statistics. Just so efficient, so effective in not only her throwing, but her brushing abilities, her judgment, her communication with the team. Just a very, very good player.
Weight's pretty good. Good for the freeze.
Line's good.
Felt a little heavy. 7.
Whoa,
That's on its own.
Whoa.
Line's coming.
It's coming now.
Pretty good. Real good.
Well,
it still needs to curl a ton.
Whoa.
Jen!
No, it's heavy.
No. Come in. Nice shot. Nice, Jen.
Very nice weight.
Great shot.
And Jennifer not only with the points on the board wanting to peel the guard, but it also will give her access to one of her own stones to run back onto that red stone just placed by Nova Scotia.
Good. Good, Jill.
Pardon? Guard that yellow.
Guard the yellow.
Yeah. Get it to center line.
Line's good.
It's nice.
Easy, easy, easy.
2. 2.5.
Got to cross center.
It's not moving yet.
Got to cross center.
Yeah, there it goes. Bring it over.
As we look at this
Keep going,
Nova
Casey.
Scotia
Keep going.
team, just a reminder that next year Scotties Tournament of Hearts off to Nova Scotia, Sydney,
Yes.
beautiful part of our country as well.
Sure, they will host an amazing event.
And the Briar going to Manitoba off to Brandon. So both these provinces with something to look forward to curling-wise in the near future.
And it's so great when it's in your community. There really is nothing like sitting in the arena and hearing the players and seeing all the great shots. And players take the time to talk to the fans. You'll see them always at the end of games signing autographs for old fans and young fans alike.
I found that awesome. The young Quebec team, the Skip's 18 years of age, and they're signing autographs for young fans. When they were probably not too long ago going up to Jennifer Jones and asking for an autograph, and might still be this week.
Little early.
3. Tight on its own.
Hello, that.
Now you can be a player in this and still have your idol out at the same time. We talked to Colleen Jones earlier today about her great run, and I remember my first Canadians. That was somebody that I watched, and I thought, yikes, I'm in the same building playing in the same event as Colleen. It was pretty much of a big honor.
Emily Gagne said that when she stepped into our TSN studio to do her interview. Well, Jennifer had just walked out. She walks in, sits down, and she was pretty wide-eyed.
Surreal moments.
And you mentioned, Kathy, it's always special as this young lady, Shannon, delivers appeal. Her first Scotty, she did that interview. That's her first Scotties interview, too, I would imagine, unless someone's doing interviews behind my back. What do you remember about your first, Kathy? Because they always say you remember your first Scotties.
Yeah, it was bigger than anything I'd ever played in, and I don't mean just arena setting. It was everything about it. It was the attention, it was the community, how they supported it, it was the countless volunteers everywhere you looked. You realized that finally you were in something with incredible potential. It was everything and more than I ever could have thought.
Go, Jen. Hard, JC. Hard. Little more.
Go, 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 go.
Little more.
That's
good. That's good. Good shot.
I felt like it was being released just so I knew it.
Update time. Carrie Anderson, team wildcard, a 3-2 advantage over team Saskatchewan. And Carrie comes in with that 2-0 record, looking to improve that record, and final stone in 6 on the way.
And it looks like she's being forced. At quick glance, it looked like there were 3 Saskatchewan stones.
Good, nice weight.
There were indeed, so a nice shot by Carrie.
No mistake on the nose. So she leads 4-2.
Very patient game being played here by Marianne. That is one thing that longevity in this game teaches you, and that is patience.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see.
It's pretty cool talking with Marianne Arsenault and just discussing this field in general. She talked at the beginning about Jennifer and Jill and their 5 Scotties titles, about Sherry Anderson, who's right next door. And Sherry's already competing at the senior level as well, and a lot of success there, to the 18-year-old skip out of Quebec, to the young front end out of Team Saskatchewan, and the list goes on. Nunavut here for the first time. Just talking about how special this Scotties event is, the age differences, bringing people together from across the country. It truly is unique.
If I go here, she can double tap. If I go here.
I mean, the freeze isn't bad.
I'm just thinking out loud before we throw it, that's all.
Yeah.
Like if I go here, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, you'd have to be on the nose.
And if I bounce off, it's pretty bad. There's pretty good if we can get right to it. It's pretty tight to that guard. Probably just peel, eh?
I think so, on the safe side.
I'll throw the out turn.
Okay.
So there's a great example of a conversation between two people that haven't played a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you
throw the in, yeah. If I just peel it, I just peel it, yeah. I'll take generous ice.
For Jennifer, she has a process, and that process involves using her brush to determine, I could go here, I could go here, and when she's got her broom there, that helps her think about, if the rock is here, what do I leave? What do I leave? And I think Shannon was trying to feed back to her on each of those things, and then you heard Jen say, no, this is, I just need to work this through. And I'm sure that for Caitlin, she's just used to that by now. Jennifer will have that conversation with herself and come to the resolution of the best shot for her.
Oh, no. Clean.
If she hits it thick enough, she can get rid of the Nova Scotia stone now, but the peel was an option.
Almost. It's good. Yeah. Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was pretty aggressive with that. That actually curled. Is she guarding again?
I don't know. We have to steal, don't we? Seems like a screen.
I don't see how we steal. They're on
Can
the
we
button.
bump? I thought you would.
And if we
play a
move
little
it,
tap.
then we leave a double for 3 for them. I don't see a steal point. Unless she tries some sort of run back and makes a shot somehow.
Well, for Marianne, there's 4-point difference on the board. She's still content to force Jennifer to 1 and then to take 2 and 2 again. She will have to steal at some point, but you heard her front end saying, like, don't we have to steal to play the tap? But as soon as you unlock that red-yellow combo, you create an opening for a double, and you start giving 2 or 3 points at this point.
It's finishing.
Well, now you've got a 6 or a 7-point deficit. That's really tough to come back.
Finish it. It's on its own. Okay. Good. And I was thinking if you kind of skinny tapped it.
I'm just devil's advocate here, Kathy, looking at the scoreboard, but I know it was tough. But do you ever, for Marianne, and I'm just saying this because of the situation, the 6-10 and the score, would you have tried the tough double on the 2 yellows? I know that red was locked on the 1, but I know that was a hard shot. But if you do happen to make it, you're lying 3 as well, and you force Jen to make something, or is that just silly and too risky?
Well, it's, you know, it's a great ask, but you can see that you'd have to hit that just off nose. The risk is massive because you pick your own out, and you're saying take 3 and the game's over.
We can finish it too.
So yeah, no, you don't.
Yeah, you know, it's just so tough, and you look at who you're playing, right? I mean, look at that scoreboard behind them. She scored 2, stole 2. You're up 4. We've been showing the graphics on how Jen has generated points this week.
I think that there are times that you absolutely have to push and you have to risk. But this wasn't one of those times. That double is very, very tough. You're probably losing your shooter, and you're leaving Jennifer a wide open hit for 1. So in this case, could she get 2? Yep, but needs to be so precise here.
It's really close, Don.
Final stone on the way in 6. Jennifer Jones, 1 for sure on the button.
Touch it.
The Olympic champion trying to draw in for two. She does touch it. Did it stop in time? I believe it did.
How good is that?
Things are going your way.
And they are going Jennifer Jones's way. You heard it from Marianne Arsenault. Lovely draw away from the Olympic champion from Sochi.
A little better than I thought, yeah.
It's a great shot.
High five from the new kid on the block, Shannon Bouchard.
Yeah, I just thought.
A little bump. Stops. Thank you. Two more. 8-2 Manitoba. They were certainly one of the favorite teams coming in. Jennifer Jones, Team Manitoba, the five-time Scotties champ, in control in her game against Nova Scotia, up 8-2. So we will slide our attention right next door, Team Saskatchewan and Team Wildcard. Team Wildcard is led by Carrie Anderson out of the East St. Paul Curling Club in East St. Paul, Manitoba.
Got it.
Sherry Anderson curling out of the Nutana in Saskatoon. It is Team Saskatchewan with Hammer in this end. It is Team Anderson leading 4-2. Team Wildcard throwing the red stones, and we are obviously into skip stones here. This is Carrie's first.
She's facing two Saskatchewan stones, biting the top and the back of the house. So this is about removing and rolling in.
Yeah, go hard. Good. Hard. Good save.
Nice shot. Good shot, Care.
Got a girl. Nice throw.
Carrie Anderson beating Chelsea Carey in that winner-take-all play-in game on this past Friday night at the Scotties. As for Sherry Anderson,
If I throw a 10,
took an extra end
close,
to win that Saskatchewan title over Robin Silvernagel, 7-6. That was in Melfort, Saskatchewan. Her fifth Scotties now as a skip, her seventh as a player overall, and she's running this very young team in front of her.
A 10.
I like it.
Hoping to get them some Scotties experience.
And we'll try to get across.
She's so excited about it. The very first day I ran into Sherry in the lobby, and I asked her about how excited she was to be back, and her immediate answer was excitement for the young three in front of me, giving them an opportunity to see what it's like and to play in the Scotties. And I asked her about her senior women's team, because they will go off to Östersund, Sweden in the spring to represent Canada at the World Senior Women's. And she just said, you know, the commitment level at this, the rest of the team couldn't make. She just wants to play all the time.
Whoa! Watch the roll, Chris. Take it all the way over.
Whoa, whoa.
Yep.
And the roll across country. What a roll behind that corner guard, Sherry Anderson. You know, Sherry won her first provincial women's title back in 1994, and no one on her current team was born back then, so she is obviously the veteran leader on this team and doing a great job. What a shot that is.
No. You threw it very nice.
I'd have been solid.
Well, there's our ice maker, David. We were looking for him before. Dave Merklinger's put a ton of time in, along with his son, Mike. Mike did the Canadian Juniors last year, and Victoria did a fantastic job. They're now working together on the events. He was threatening us he was going to sleep in this morning, but he was the first guy that we ran into at 7:30. There are no hours for an ice maker other than all of them.
Be able to get under, hey?
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. If you get to know, it's pretty good.
Yeah. You got it, Care. Care, you got it.
She said after winning that play-in game, yeah, it's a team wildcard jacket, but listen, the Bison will always be on my back, and very proud to be back here at the Scotties and representing Manitoba. You see the Manitoba crest, though, still on the back of those wildcard jerseys.
That's fine.
The way it goes, but the draw now for two for Team Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Was it up? 9-4. Oh, yeah.
Cute. Same weight, Sherry. You got her.
So any paint will do. This is now an outside sheet again. We were there yesterday morning with the broadcast. It does run a little bit different than the sheet that we were just on.
Keep up room down. I don't think it's too much.
Courtney Fesser is in the house calling line. Her twin sister, Krista Fesser, one of the sweepers on the right. Carly Korchinski on the left. And that makes up this Saskatchewan team. Yes, Sherry, very nice indeed. Lovely draw weight. 2 yellow on the board. And we are all tied up here at the South Okanagan Event Center here at the Scotties.
Soft on my draw.
Welcome back to Penticton, BC. Our Scotties coverage continues here on TSN. Brian Mudryk, Kathy Gauthier with you. The updates continue as well. It is Team New Brunswick, Sylvie Robichaud taking on Kerry Galusha out of the Northwest Territories.
Now we saw earlier Kerry had an opportunity, a tough shot, but an opportunity for 4. Managed to get 2 out of it. Clips that red one enough.
And the shooter has to stop in time. And it looks to be 2.
I think it's 3 that won at the top, Muddy.
Yes, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, Kathy. So 3 on the board, 7-4. Kerry Galusha is leading in that matchup. Meantime, Tracy Fleury, Northern Ontario, taking on the Yukon. And the 3 certainly stands out, doesn't it? So a 5-4 advantage for Tracy Fleury, Northern Ontario, over the young Yukon team led by Chelsea Duncan.
My fault, Carl, sorry.
In the game we're following now, we began the morning Manitoba and Nova Scotia, but with Jennifer Jones cruising in that one with a big-time lead, we've joined Team Saskatchewan taking on the wild card winner in Carrie Anderson.
What do you like?
Nice draw from Sherry
What do you like? Whatever you like.
to pick up 2. So we're all tied up, and it is Team Wildcard and Carrie Anderson now
Not much more.
with Hammer here in 8.
You got it.
And they are throwing the red stones.
I think they contemplated playing a hit at one point, but you have that tight corner guard. Kristen has just thrown it. And so easy to add just that little bit to duck behind there and utilize that corner guard to try to score your 2.
Line's okay. Line only. 7-8. Line's good. Line only. 8-9. Really curling. We're 7. 14-5. Or 8. Selena, if you can. Yep. Go, Selena. Yep. Hard. Hard. Go. Okay. Good weight.
Trying to get it to finish. It curled a little bit, but not as much as they needed to bury.
Let's do this. 9? Sure. 9?
Okay, Chris. Hurry it up.
She said sure. Okay. 9. You got it.
Krista Fesser, second stones for Team Saskatchewan.
Yep.
Her, Carly, and sister Courtney won the junior provincial championship out of Saskatchewan in 2016.
Sorry, Chris. That's fine. That's good. My fault. Yeah. Good throw.
Yeah.
I threw it nice.
Oh, yeah. There's not enough ice.
It's really fast.
Throwing the corner guard on top of the stone that is shot.
Okay, line's tight. Lots of room. 2.5. 3.
And Liz, the daughter of the late, great Vic Peters, who we watched for years, such an amazing man, great curler out of Manitoba.
We're quite tight. Whoa. We're
Great guy.
We're at 12. 15.
Pizza stop.
Pizza
Whoa.
stop.
We're curling.
Okay, Liz. Same throw, more ice. Yeah.
You can see that that stone will be probably half open from the hack. Just pick it out.
Yep.
One more time for Krista Fesser.
Hard. Hey, whoa. That's all right. That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she slid a little.
Pardon? You don't like hitting the open one? I was tight.
You know, we talk about the age differences of
weight.
Sherry and obviously
Yeah,
her
that's okay.
younger teammates, and same with Marianne Arsenault, her younger teammates. But they both said the same thing, and I love the comment. It doesn't matter how old you are. Once you get on the ice, we're talking curling. It's about the shots, it's about the strategy, and we're just a bunch of friends curling together, and the age doesn't mean anything.
And on top of that, what we're talking about, the age difference, is it the skip? So for young people, it would be like a team transitioning out of juniors. To get somebody with the experience, with the knowledge, with the contacts, to help you get at this level, why wouldn't you?
I think a great example, and heaven forbid I have to pay him a compliment, but Russ Howard with the Olympic team in 2006, and a young Brad Gushu, and look at the success Brad has gained over the years on his own, and now Brad is one of the best in the world with his own team. But back then, a guy like Russ was certainly key in getting them to that level.
He was, for sure, and it is the street smarts that I call it that really helped. So Russ brought to that team obviously some great shot making ability, no sweeping ability whatsoever. But what he brought to them was the ability to make the right shot at the right time in terms of calling. That's what Sherry Anderson, Marianne Arsenault bring. It is the strategy side that experience brings to you.
You can't make that shot.
We just needed that more.
Russ is in his room right now, Brian, I'm sure.
It's really fast. You got
Being
it.
concerned about the fact that I said he brought no sweeping ability to his team.
You're implying that he's awake at this point.
Good point by you.
Rusty. Poor Rusty.
We love Rusty.
No tension.
I was back a bit on it, guys. 2
Line's
minutes.
good.
Line's good. 3.
Line's great.
3.
Line's
Crazy
good.
at the end.
Yeah.
3. Oh, it's really tight.
Maybe a little bit. Oh.
Yep.
Finish.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Go.
Good. Very good.
There you go.
Sherry Anderson is asking for a timeout to bring out Rick Folk for a view.
If memory serves me right, Rick Folk, the last man to win a Brier title for Team Saskatchewan 1980.
I believe you're correct.
Draw down to this one. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I kind of like the draw.
The draw down.
Right? I mean, with peel, it's a pretty,
Even
it's
if
an
you tap it
automatic
back
deuce.
to here,
Yeah.
set 2.
Okay.
Well, even
What
if you
wanna
rub
do
it.
is just throw T-line way out of your hand there, way down to it. If we whip the guard, we
Then you
can
come into
get
there.
something good out of it,
There's
right?
lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
You guys think the same speed here as into the middle?
Now
like that
we played
425?
We played like 7 shots here.
Yeah, there's a.
That's like 15.5.
15.5.
It'll finish real nice for
Yeah,
you.
I
versus
think
that
it's,
side is 16. So it's that 3 feet we were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that's a shot.
I like it.
I like
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and if we rub that, it's not the end of the world. I just don't like peeling. Yeah, even if we go there, I mean.
They have more tolerance with this.
Huh?
They have more tolerance.
It's a nice timeout for Sherry Anderson. A lot of respect for Rick Folk for many, many reasons. And her gut was saying, let's not peel anymore. Let's play the draw. And it's just that little bit of, yep, I would agree with you that she needed to hear.
It's not that lightning. Yeah.
You got it.
T-line.
T-line's great.
Let's make it.
I also like the message that he gave to Courtney. Just throw T-line out of your hand. Know that it's going to finish. So just that extra positive reinforcement as she throws it about what she needs.
Back 8 right now.
Just line.
No, line's pretty good. Yeah, line. Gotta go in here now.
Line's
Line. Gotta go.
Line's great.
Hard line. Pretty close. Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard line. Go.
Great rush to get it by that red guard. Little tap on the red stone.
Very nice. Well done.
And it is Saskatchewan lying 2 without Hammer here in 8.
They brushed that so hard for so long.
Meantime, we'll update you. Nova Scotia, Marianne Arsenault taking on Team Manitoba, down by 6. Jennifer Jones, as you saw at the beginning of our broadcast this morning, it was our feature. Came out of the gate red hot. Jennifer scoring 2 in the first with Hammer. She stole a pair, really hasn't looked back as Marianne will try to answer back with a pair here in 7.
Marianne long shot at the back, but does need at least half of the stone in the forefoot in order to score the 2.
Nice draw weight from Marianne, so 2 on the board. So they are within 4. Manitoba, though, still in control as that rock stops. So we just saw Nova Scotia, Manitoba. It was our feature to start this morning, and that brings us to the game story of that game.
Well, you know what, it was a deuce for Manitoba, but I still contend that Marianne kept the team in the game. But then she gave up another deuce, and it really was a bit of a grind. Opportunities for doubles in 3 and 5 not made, and that's the position where they are. And the numbers overall, numbers actually pretty good for Nova Scotia, but they're very, very strong for all Manitoba players.
The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
I like that, Sherry.
Saw Carl's. I don't think the way
You saw that come around by Selena Cates coming light.
Was Carly's first one when it came around?
No.
Maybe a
It
foot.
was 2 feet.
Okay.
2 feet.
And over curling, so it does appear right now Saskatchewan lie 2.
I think we're 1-2. So let's just go around.
I think it's
Because there is a...
Have to probably come in.
It is.
This came down pretty hard, so it's like an extra 2 feet here.
Yeah, that's what Court figured.
Hey, Sherry.
Yep. 4 and 5. Yep. Line's fine. 6. Got room. Lots of room.
Opportunity here to put a lot of pressure on Carrie Anderson.
Do you want to go right back? Yeah. Okay, go right back here. Back.
This is the audible to make sure to take it back far enough.
Hard. Okay.
I wanted to make sure at the end that if Carrie were to sit on it, that she wouldn't be shot. She will be.
We play here. She'll follow us down, hey?
Yeah.
I'd hate to ever be short and she'd play this run, then we're...
Here's the other concern. You go there.
Okay.
Sherry
you wanna
goes
play
there.
this double now,
Tough
and
to
then
score
she gotta
1.
make
Never
something
mind 2.
good.
Yeah. And she just comes here and then...
You might have a triple.
Yeah. Well, even if I played the hit and roll, it's not terrible. We can try it.
What are we trying? The double or
Yeah.
hit and roll? Okay.
The double, and if we hit it fat, then roll to here. That's not terrible.
Okay. What turn do you like?
I think this one.
Okay.
Like peel?
Yeah.
Now, showed the reason why the draw is a concern for Carrie Anderson. She's still looking at finding a way to score 2 in this end. And if you come
like
around,
trying the double?
you don't make it
even
perfect.
If we make it, she just sinks another one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just thinking if I come, I have to be 2 theirs then, right?
Yeah.
And then they're on to ours.
I would just hate you having to try to get a piece of the button against 2.
Yeah.
I just don't know if this, like, even if you make it, I don't think it changes her shot.
True.
Because she can't do anything with those anyways, right?
Yeah. I'd hate to ever just roll out 2, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you don't make it, it's not good.
The problem here for Carrie and her team is if you go to the bench strength to get another view, there's no one on it. There is no 5th player for Manitoba, no coach.
I think maybe just play the draw to it.
Triple or something.
No separate view.
Might even have something else.
That's all that sits on the bench.
If chairs could talk.
They'd say, get off of me, no doubt. I'm not sure that helps.
You know, all kidding aside, though, they
It's
had to come
huge.
in on that winner-take-all wildcard game. And in talking with both skips before that game, what do you tell your families if you need daycare, your spouse, your boss at home? Hey, I might be packing for a couple days. I might be gone till next Sunday. So a lot of challenges that maybe you don't think about at home that these teams had to deal with. But, you know, for Carrie Anderson and her team, just thrilled to have that second opportunity to compete at this year's Scotties.
And this is an area where I think having brought someone would have made a huge difference. So from the hack, she's getting the view that if you don't play the draw, if you make the double, Sherry's going to go around again. Now you have to draw against 2, but Carrie was concerned about playing this draw and then the stack effect of how do you get 2. But this is the shot she's playing.
It's still back 4. Okay, well, we just want back 4. Yeah,
Little wick would have helped, but it goes through and settles back 8. And maybe stop for third. Yeah, it did stop, I think.
That's a line call.
I think it's us. Yeah. Hey, well, we just want back 4.
Because you know if you rub, you're probably good.
We had here. Okay, so I'm like close to that. Okay. Yeah.
A big chance for Sherry Anderson.
I think we're 2, guys.
Okay.
I'm taking just a hair more ice.
Okay.
We didn't really sweep that one a whole bunch, so you should be able to hold it. Hers held for a long time there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we like it.
I'll take 3 or 4 feet off.
Yeah, I like just 3 feet off that.
Okay.
Sherry's had quite the career when you look at the times coming out of her province. 5 times as a Scotties skip. She was with Stephanie Lawton, remember. Came in as a 5th a couple of times. Twice as a senior, mixed doubles. I mean, she's really done it all out of Saskatchewan.
You gotta go.
And loves the game.
Line's perfect. 4.
Final stone for Sherry Anderson here in 8, and her front end has been hammering this right out of her hand the entire way. How far can they drag it? Just by top 4. What a scrub from that front end for Sherry Anderson and Team Saskatchewan.
What a great shot.
Yeah.
Great work by the brushers.
That was all Krista Fetzer and Carly Perchinsky. They earned their bottle of wine after this game, that's for sure. We are in wine country in Penticton, right, Sherry?
She tried to yell that stone there. So a small scoring area.
14-5? Yeah. Should get there. Got it.
Remembering how straight the stone runs with this in turn. The movement is all at the end. She just missed raising off that yellow stone on her first throw. So line is key.
In a 4-4 tie. Final stone here in 8. Team wildcard. Carrie Anderson needing a big time draw. And now it's her front end pushing hard. Maybe the wick. By it on its own. Stop in time for the single. And it just does. What a draw from Carrie Anderson.
Back to back, great shots, great ice reading, great brushing.
A wild card coming through with a nice draw.
You don't have to say wild card.
I just kind of like it. I don't know. It just rolls off. It's a wild card. Great sweeping from both front ends. That from Kristen McCush. Liz Fife, draw for 1. Welcome back to our Scotties coverage. And there's a look at Team Saskatchewan and 2 sisters. You have Krista, you have Courtney. They are twins. The Fesser sisters. So why not compare the twins with our player comparisons, Kathy?
Well, and I'm sure they've never had that done to them in their life. And the edge going into this game was Krista. Look at her great numbers, 88, 86. But it is today, it is Courtney who has pulled out the bigger numbers. If you were to giving a plus, that plus would be Courtney.
And the player comparisons are brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world. That's pretty cool. You have twin sisters for Saskatchewan. You have the Van Osh sisters, all 3 of them competing. You have sister-in-laws on Team Canada. I'm sure I'm missing a few, but it's always great to have that family connection on the ice. And what a draw from Carrie Anderson. Albeit she got to throw that same path twice, but lovely draw weight. She was in some trouble, got the single, so it is Team Wildcard leading 5-4 over Team Saskatchewan. And it is Sherry Anderson now with hammer throwing the yellow stones.
Now, once lead stones are done, you can expect that Sherry may elect to try to find a way to blank this end. Retain that last rock advantage coming home. Although Team Wildcard, I'm sure, will have a view of that.
T-line. No, we're trying.
Still top four, go around. Whoa. Right to it. Go. Hard. Right to it. Whoa. Really good, Carl. Good shot, Carl.
Yeah, I did. Good recovery.
How do we throw a guard? Then they wrap one around. Like, they can get around ours. Yeah. Let's wrap one around.
Okay.
What turn do you like?
I don't know. This one looks easier.
Okay, got it.
The way those stones are locked, both the guards and the stones in the house, not good run back opportunities. And so without last rock here in 9, for Liz, a chance to get behind there, it will take at least 2 shots to remove it if she's able to make a good one.
7. Okay, line's fine. 8. We have a lot. We're back 8. Weight might come down here.
It'll come off with the curl.
If anything.
Still needs to curl.
Still back. Yeah, we're back.
4.
Back 8. Yeah, we're back 8. Needs to stop.
Oh. Can I go back?
Yep. Okay, that's fine.
Teal.
Gotta hit it full and pop it. Big weight.
Okay, yeah.
3/4.
Dramatic.
Hey, Chris. You got it.
Big peel. Strong kick.
Yep, strong kick.
Whoa. Yep. Roll it. Nice shot.
Opens up the front for Sherry Anderson.
Very nicely done. Also removes her shooter, rolls it so far out into the wings.
Yeah. That's good.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. So just on your side of center, Kristen.
Okay. Okay, got it.
You got it. Just 3. Let it work a bit. Let it work a
Okay,
little
line's
bit.
good. Halfway. Kristen.
Let it work a bit.
Go, Kristen.
Really needs to curl. Hard
Center to
finish.
center. Hard, Kristen. Hard.
You got it.
Hard.
You got it.
That is Kristen McCush on the right, sweeping hard. We talk about all these junior connections. Kristen played in a Canadian juniors with Shannon Burchard, who we saw in the feature, playing now for Jennifer Jones. A lot of great junior connections that play in that championship, and we see them years later and for many years at these Scotties.
Courtney, roll the yellow over if you can.
Yeah, this will move release still.
Because that guard is so long, Saskatchewan throwing down weight to try to get enough of that yellow stone that is probably about half buried to remove the Manitoba stone and to lie 2nd and 3rd.
Off.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah. I like the weight.
Yeah.
Hair down?
No.
Other scores to pass along, and Tracy Fleury is pulling away. She's looking good to get her first victory at this year's Scotties, leading 8-4. Carrie Galusha, Northwest Territories, with hammer and up 7-5 over Sylvie Robichaud and New Brunswick. And what started as our feature, Jennifer Jones in control, up 8-5 with hammer in 9 over Nova Scotia and Marianne Arsenault.
Hard, Kristen. It's high.
You gotta go.
Hard. Right to center.
It's really high.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard. You got it.
Kristen, you gotta go.
Hard, Kristen.
Keep going.
Go.
You got it. To center.
Go. Kristen, go. Go.
Oh, another big push from McCush as she's been working hard here in this game.
Getting
Both front ends, a lot of sweeping, a lot of rocks in play.
Okay, solid bump, eh?
Okay.
Similar shot as the last one.
No idea what she said, but okay.
She said that's where she gave Chris ice.
Okay. Solid bump?
Yeah, bump, you got her.
'23-year-old Courtney Fesser. We'll have to do some reporting and find out who's the older sister here of the twins.
Hard, guys. Hard.
Okay, whoa.
Okay, she just turned it in. Okay.
She turned it?
She just came over the top and turned it in. That hit.
Hair
didn't
tight?
it, Carl?
Just turned it.
Thanks.
And the problem for Saskatchewan is the way that guard, that red one is, as you look at it right now on the right side,
Get over there, though.
there's no
Well, I know. We
in-turn
just need
draw
a-
for
like
Sherry
2 feet
Anderson
more weight
anymore.
and it'll be fine.
Okay, you got it.
You can take less ice
if you want the same area as that rock right there, like the same weight area.
Yeah,
It's a
you
little
can take a
less.
bit less ice if you want.
Okay,
You got
Philly,
it.
you got it.
Oh, we got more line.
Hold there, hold there.
3. Weight's good. 5. Got a little more line. Still on the red. Good. Still on the red. It's a 3. It's a 3.
No, over and off. Oh, it needs to stop.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It needs to stop.
Sit.
Oh,
Stop.
Sit. Okay. Okay. Should have held that one up.
We mentioned the experience that Sherry brings to the team. They also have a pretty good fifth in Kim Schneider. You'll remember Kim won a national title at the Scotties with Amber Holland in Charlottetown back in 2011 against Jennifer Jones. And then obviously the great Rick Folk. We mentioned him earlier. Prior success, so a lot of experience on the bench for this Saskatchewan team.
Little down. Whoa. 10 and a half. Right up.
A big push there through the hole. Tap, tap. Redstone goes. It is still wild card shot. Stone back 4.
Good.
Right up. Good shot.
I don't mind that. She could probably still get to
That's
her
what I'm thinking.
nose.
Like, I think it curls so hard that she can get it to nose.
Unless we guard. Do we ever
You
guard?
like a
Then
time?
she'll play this.
Thanks, fun.
Yeah, then we follow her.
I mean, these angles aren't good for them if we get another one around there.
Yeah, she could probably play like a hack waiter.
Yeah. I mean,
gotta
unless we
be,
play
like,
like
right
hack weight
here.
on that, I don't know if that helps us at all.
Sorry?
I don't know if we play hack weight on this and roll here, that doesn't really help us.
Okay,
let's make it good.
You got it. So it's right here, Liz.
So you want to be over buried if we
little
can.
bit, yeah.
I don't have
Okay.
too much
Try to
time.
overbury it.
Yeah.
You have 2 options, really. One is that you take away that hole,
think
and
the
the other
same
one
way
is that
she
you
threw
go
in the
in
last
to
one
lie
here,
2. They've
Kristen?
elected to go in,
Yeah. Yeah.
feeling that those yellow stones don't really
Okay, guys,
pose
so
a threat.
15 or 14.
Yeah, I think
Because to get through that hole
last
with
one.
quiet enough weight,
I'll
they
go
feel
on it
it'll
on
be
the end
difficult. I do think that
Yeah.
the tap back
Okay,
will
got
be
it.
there. But they want to put a lot of pressure on Sherry Anderson, and the best way to do that is to lie 2.
6.
In their opinion, that's why they're playing this
Line
call.
straight on nose.
Yep. 6, 7. 7.
Whoa.
Room.
Needs to curl. It needs to curl.
We have lots of weight. It's
Where
heavy.
are we?
8.
Whoa. Stay close. Really curl
I
it.
want
to say second, though.
No, it's
Whoa.
2 R's. 2 R's.
Tapping it.
Whoa.
Nice.
Just leave it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Fine.
What was that?
13-5.
Okay. Okay. I think we just come down to
Close to
it.
1, but let's get our 1.
Yeah.
She popped that out there. I think I need that, eh? And it really is coming down there. It's just frost, eh? It's dead coming in.
14.
There's a comment by Sherry. We saw and heard similar things when we were on sheet Delta. That's the outside sheet.
Well, we got to
very
get in there
slow.
for shot, guys. We're going to be forced to one, but
Out of the
and
wings.
it's dying at the end. So keep a broom down. It's just white with frost in the forefoot.
Okay.
Now that's something we did not hear last time, that even the forefoot was frosty.
First
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like that. Backing!
Backing!
Well then.
Need backing!
No backing yet. We need backing.
Oh,
You got nothing.
off.
We're big!
You got nothing.
Off.
Still got nothing.
It's tons. We're like through.
Okay, Sherry.
Wow. And right through for Sherry Anderson.
I got 92.
Yeah, I got zeros.
Be a little less.
I think so much talk about the frost. Here's the area that they're talking about. Usually it's out here where you wind up having the frost. Sherry was talking about it being in the forefoot. So I think the combination of I'm going to throw it out in an area where it's slower, and then even when it gets to the center, we're not going to get into good stuff. We're going to get into slower stuff. Certainly played into her kick speed and her throw.
Okay, all you, line's great.
Line's a little tighter.
So here in 9, Carrie Anderson, a chance to apply the pressure without hammer, but
Whoa! Maybe to our back
looking
one
to
again.
set up a steal end.
It really needs to stop.
Yeah. It's heavy.
And she's sliding on this path as well.
Okay, sit.
It does sit there back 4, but a little pocket now for Sherry Anderson and her last stone here in 9.
Right here.
Well, for Carrie, anywhere light would have actually been fine. Even if she was 12 foot, would have forced Sherry to make a tough one. Taking turns, handing it back and forth to each other a little bit.
Little less. Courtney, little less.
Okay, Sherry.
That one was 14. My other one was what? Well through to there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a good look at the house. Needs the hearts. Final stone in 9, Sherry Anderson. And a chance to tie things up.
Back 12! Back 12! You got nothing.
No.
Back Carly, try!
You gotta try. You gotta try.
And now just to get some
really
curl.
gotta
You know the weight's heavy. This could be devastating in this game.
Okay, Sherry.
Nice split of 12 between the hog lines.
A steal of 3.
I got more.
And a frustrated skip, no doubt, as that one sails right through.
That's rough, eh?
Yeah.
Tough one. Team Wildcard leading 8-4 after 9.
The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it. The 2018 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years.
After that steal of 3, it was handshakes soon after as Sherry Anderson decides to quit early in this one. And Team Wildcard, an 8-4 victory. Carrie Anderson looking very strong. She beat Chelsea Carey in that opener Friday to get into the competition and has continued that momentum. Meantime, the updates continue. Manitoba, Jennifer Jones, Nova Scotia, Marianne Arsenault, final stone in 9, and Jennifer, the 5-time Scotties champ. There you see the house. It is a draw for 3, and Manitoba, Kathy, has been so strong right from opening rock of this game.
They really have. Nova Scotia put up a fight early, but it was an uphill battle. And even though there was a steal last end for Nova Scotia, Just a matter of time. Manitoba here at 3.
It does stop in time, so 11-5 the final. And it was handshakes shortly after. So Jennifer Jones, the gold medalist from Sochi, still undefeated. So we'll update the standings. Keep in mind, new format, 2 pools. On Pool A, you have 2 Manitoba teams, Wildcard and Jennifer Jones, still undefeated. Pool B, Newfoundland, Labrador, Alberta, still perfect. It is the top 4 per pool. We'll take those records and move on to a championship pool where the top 8 advance. One other score to pass along, Northern Ontario. You see 2 and 7, a steal and 8, so an 8-5 advantage for Tracy Fleury, looking to pick up her first win over Yukon and Chelsea Duncan. And we'll join this matchup now. It is New Brunswick, the Redstones, Northwest Territories, the Yellowstones. A steal of 1 and 8 by Sylvie Robichaud has made it a 7-6 game. So here at 9, it is indeed Carrie Galusha with hammer throwing the Yellowstones, and we are into Skip Rocks. It looks to be a very open end at this point as Carrie settles into the hack to play the hit.
Yep, just clean. Close. Yep.
Yep, then. Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Just clean. Just clean. Nice.
And right on the nose for Carrie Galusha. And she has a new member of her team this year. That would be Sarah Colton, who joins the team. You know, Sarah curled out of the Yukon for a few years. Sarah actually holds the Canadian curling record, 8 appearances as a skip at the National Junior Championship, and apparently it was Sarah's coach sending Carrie a text message, and the rest is history as she joined up with this team, as her teammates out of the Yukon, Chelsea Duncan and company, are on the ice right beside them in this morning match.
For Sarah Colton, who better to learn from than Carrie Galusha, who has been to this so many times. And for Carrie, it's some new young blood on the team. We've seen so much of that, where you've got a more experienced skip with younger players, and that is the la relève, if you will. As the French say, it's the next, it's a way of grooming the next round, the next generation. And Carrie is racing herself down for the throw through. There are 3 and 4 minutes left on the clocks with these teams, so not a lot of time. Certainly enough to finish the game, but if it gets complicated, you want to make sure that you have a lot of time on the clock, especially for a shot like this.
So Carrie Galusha, back for her 13th appearance at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts as a skip. We'll bank a little information with the out-turn hits, and more importantly, we'll take that hammer with her. She leads by 1 over New Brunswick. You're watching the Scotties on TSN.
Good deal. That's really nice.
The home of the Penticton Vs in the BCHL on a 6-game road trip, as they've already qualified for the playoffs this year, and we're getting toward the playoffs championship weekend here at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And we've moved over to Team New Brunswick, and Sylvie Robichaud out of Curl Moncton taking on Carrie Galusha out of the Northwest Territories from the Yellowknife Curling Center.
Hit the broom.
It is Galusha throwing the Yellow Rocks with hammer. Robichaud the Redstones, and a 7-6 advantage coming home here in 10 for the Northwest Territories.
Carrie was trying to play the tick shot. Move that stone off the center line.
Kendra Lister leads stones for Team New Brunswick.
Okay. Right to my broom. Whoa. Just for weight. Weight only.
It's there.
Whoa, then.
It's dying a little bit.
That's fine. I think it might be a 4.
No, might be.
Okay.
That's good.
Think we can get that?
I can only see a little sliver.
Throw the same weight?
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
If you tick the top, that's fine.
If you tick the top, it's actually great.
Whoa.
Little more.
Close.
Stay close. Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Hard. Hard. Hard, Megan. Hard. 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 Roll it, Sarah. Just roll it. You never know. Sit down. Sit. Sit.
Oh, I wonder if she caught.
Nice, Jonah.
Wow.
No.
Look at that. It ground out there. We can see certainly frost, whether it's come to the surface or not, it's hard to tell, but there's no play out there at all. And so it probably was very sticky and stopped that rock just in time.
It's got a lot.
Hold there. Hold there, where? 3.
Coming down a little.
Okay, higher,
2.
better here.
3, 2, 3. There, there.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And right beside them on sheet A, handshakes as congratulations go to Tracy Fleury, her team out of Northern Ontario, picking up their first win at this year's Scotties, 8-5
The hair's
over
down there. Hey, Jen.
Chelsea
Right.
Duncan in the Yukon. So the standings with 3 of the 4 games done on this Monday morning here at the Scotties in Penticton. And Pool A, 2 teams undefeated. Pool B, 2 teams undefeated. Top 4 from each pool will qualify for that championship round. 8 teams make it. They'll carry those records forward. And then it's the Page playoff system as we get to Sunday to crown a Team Canada here at the Scotties.
Well, and it's interesting because Vic started talking last night that the feeling is that you have to have 4 wins to advance, and yet in talking to Michelle Englot before the game last night, their view is that 1 loss is all you can have if you want to be one of the top teams moving forward, because at the end of the day, you still have to have a good record to make the Page playoff.
Right there. It's good.
Yep, finish it. Yep, 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 yep.
Team from Northwest Territories tried the double on their last shot, tried the double peel when we were showing the updated standings. Only caught 1, and that is why that stone stays in the house.
Okay. Peel.
Megan Kohler, second stones for Team Northwest Territories.
Yes, you gotta go. Okay, we're good. Yep, yep, yep. Shona, go a little. Good.
Go, 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 go.
Atta girl, Meg.
Good, Meg.
Sylvia Robichaud making her first appearance at the Scotties since 2016.
Gliding pretty good here, eh?
And she has a new mate on her team. Melissa Adams is now third. She had Rebecca Atkinson before.
2.
And they would battle in the provincials back in New Brunswick quite a bit. And now they've joined forces. And there is Melissa throwing the third stones.
Go back to 1998, World Junior Champion. So it may have been a while, but certainly no questioning her skill and ability.
Catch the curl.
Whoa, let it die.
Okay, it's fine online.
Sit.
Yeah. Good.
Robichaud back in 2015, a 4-7 record. In 2016, she was 2-9. I think, you know, for all the skips, they have different goals and they want to improve each and every year. I look to Stacey Curtis, and Newfoundland Labrador will feature her and her team against Alberta. Casey Scheidegger later on today on TSN. But there's a young lady who's gotten better and better with each appearance.
Yeah, I really like what I see out of Stacey and her team. Both her and Erin in particular, just so comfortable now in this, making some really great shot selections. Some great shots.
Good, Sarah.
And you got to like Casey Scheidegger as well. I look at both of those teams and see great opportunities for women's curling in this country. And that's good.
And that obviously is not Sylvie. That is still Melissa Adams.
Well then.
Okay, whoa then.
No. Line's better.
Whoa.
Not too deep. Higher's better here. Right to my broom.
Again, New Brunswick continuing to guard. When they get to Sylvie's shot, you can expect that she'll either throw a guard and then go around or go around that stone. So essentially she has 2 guards right now because she can utilize that stone biting the top 12 as a guard on her final stone.
Whoa, whoa, just clean. Yep. Yep. That's good.
Sarah
Atta girl,
Colton.
Sarah.
Another nice clean peel.
So that will stop the clocks. Talked about how both teams are tight for time. New Brunswick does have both of their timeouts available.
And Coach Ellery Robichaud will come out for Team New Brunswick.
That's what I'm thinking, but because this is such a good guard for us, I think if we put another one, she either draws or she peels.
Yeah, she's gonna do one.
And she has to put a perfect draw. You know what I mean? Like if she decides to draw.
Do you like the?
You feel that you draw weight?
Well, I draw in all games, so yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
We know the way. I think we know the way. You like? You think the guard? Do you think she's gonna come around though?
Shine. That's what you want.
This is a good path.
You follow that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I just think if I come here, she might get the double. Yeah. And then I'm screwed. I'll probably have to draw here.
Yeah.
I like the guard.
Yeah. I like it.
So 2 options on this.
It's sliding good here.
One is that you throw a guard. And if you throw the guard, they said, well, there is the potential that this is what Carrie Galusha will do. And now you're chasing. But the bigger concern was that if she went around now and went here, if Carrie happened to run the double, now there's nothing that New Brunswick can work with. So that has led them to throw another guard.
Okay. Yeah.
And you heard the coach say, if they go around, they go around.
Skip stones here in 10. Sylvie Robichaud with her first.
Keep it clean. No.
Clean it.
Whoa.
Clean 2's fine. Just
Line's
like clean. Line's fine on its own.
Guys, right to my broom. Okay, go.
Well,
go.
just the one's fine too, eh, guys?
Yeah, you gotta go.
Whoa.
Gotta guard the back one. Hard.
Whoa.
It's good.
The only way we're giving up a steal is if I draw.
Yeah, and then she sits on it.
Right, and I don't make it.
I just was wondering if we can hit this.
If I peel this, she has to either draw or tap, and I'm gonna have a shot.
Okay. Same turn.
If I leave this, I might not.
Okay.
And a good call by Carrie. If you make the draw absolutely perfect,
Sarah really
maybe
wants
you
me to
don't
draw,
have
I
to
think,
throw
but
your last
I
rock,
don't-
but
that's not the rate.
if you're a little bit high or a little bit low, you give your opponent an
I'll
opportunity.
have a shot if I peel this. Okay. Yeah, it runs nice.
Some of the best video I've seen all year has to be of Carrie Galusha when she found out her brother had made the draw to go to the Olympic Games, and she was so ecstatic. It's got to be so tough. She's obviously the sister of Kevin Cooey and Jamie, who have both played at the Briar. And she will be going over to South Korea to cheer him on, so she's very excited about that opportunity.
Gotta go.
But first, battling in these Scotties, her first in 10.
Right over.
Away it goes.
Open that side up. Yep. Good. It's good.
And good for Shona to continue to sweep that stone all the way out, making sure that the out-turn draw will be available to Carrie if the in-turn is taken away.
Yeah, just come around it. Okay.
Same path is all good, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just gonna stay maybe a little straighter for a little longer. So what did you say, 14? Okay.
There you see the Northwest Territories not scoring since that 3 in the 6th end. New Brunswick battling back, and they continue to battle. Sylvie Robichaud.
Just for weight.
Still room. Close.
Line
Her final stone here in 10, trying to steal a win, or at the very least, an extra end.
Really hard. Gotta go. Hard.
And it stops back 8, brushed down from Sarah Colton, and now it is the draw for the win for Carrie Galusha.
A little heavy. Same, hey? I got like a fast time on hers, so I'm taking a little more ice than her though. It's a straight
That
draw.
was a 13-8.
Okay. Just watch it at the end. It's still swooping. Yeah, it'll run and then go. Okay, let's make it
What does she
4.
mean there, Kathy? Swooping.
Well, what she's meaning is that there's still a lot of movement to the ice, but you also heard what we've seen on all the sheets is that it runs straight for quite some time, but when it comes out of that, the break point is too late to start to call it. It goes sideways.
Is it a little heavy right now?
You saw the numbers. Very impressive on the draw. And here it comes. Final stone, the intern draw. This for the win for the Northwest Territories.
Stay close. Sit down.
Needs to sit.
Come on, sit.
Has to stop in time. Brush down. Big scrum. Melissa Adams, and she drags it just far enough. A steal of 1 for Team New Brunswick. And they're still alive in this game. All tied up at 7. Carrie Galusha will have hammer when we come back. Extra end to come.
We went back after St. Catharines last year and kind of talked about what we did well and what we could improve on. And every Scotties you learn something, and we're just coming in with some additional experience, and we're going to try to get into the championship pool and try to be around at the end of the week come playoff time.
It's definitely a confidence booster to know that we've been successful against some of the best teams in Canada, not only Alberta, but we're going to have to bring our A game just like we did at provincials, and any team here can beat us, and we're only as good as our next game. So we just keep reminding ourselves of that, and think of the positives and go into each game knowing that we have to play well.
It is a battle of undefeated teams in Pool B, and that is the game this afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Casey Scheidegger, Team Alberta, Stacey Curtis, Newfoundland Labrador, Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy Gauthier, myself, all the coverage, TSN 1, 3, and 4. 5 p.m. Eastern Time as the Scotties continues right here on TSN. We're inside the South Okanagan Event Center. Opened up in 2008. Fantastic facility.
Exactly, yep.
And we have a little overtime here, an extra end. New Brunswick, Northwest Territories. As that draw slid a little too far for Carrie Galusha.
Yes,
so
really
Sylvie
hard.
Robichaud is still alive. It is Team Northwest Territories throwing the Yellowstones with hammer here in 11.
Yep.
This one from Shona Barber.
Whoa.
It's fast.
Whoa.
It's pretty fast.
Whoa.
So the tick unsuccessful. They'll replace that red stone.
Okay, Shona.
So New Brunswick now looking for the double guard.
A nice one there from Kendra Lister with her first. She'll settle in and throw another one via the intern.
Okay, just for weight. One's fine.
I always love Kathy when
Like
every curler is different, but you saw Kendra comes out and she starts licking the broom, but then her release, she looks down, and some people will pick a spot in the ice near them, and that's their focus. How did you do it? What did you look for?
Nice weight.
I looked for the broom.
Well, that's I mean, no, but sincerely, right? Like,
no, genuinely.
Everyone's different.
No, I agree. There are people that, you line up and you look at the broom, and then when they're coming out, they're sort of doing that glance down as a gauge where they're at, and then they'll look back up at the target. Others set a benchmark just beyond the hog line based on an sort of an invisible line that would take you right to the broom, and they make the shorter distance their goal.
Sweep that back, Carrie. Go, 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 go.
So a few rocks now in play as New Brunswick looks to steal here in 11. You know, we love, and we do it all the time, but we love to compare the curling and the golf and the comparisons.
Yeah.
And I find I golf a lot, and you know, if I have a 30 or 40 foot putt, normally for double
Good
bogey,
luck.
normally for double bogey, but I really find if I concentrate on something in the green close to me, like a foot ahead of me on the same path of what I would look for a break point 10 feet out, I'm way more successful at putting that way. So I guess whatever works for you.
And that's what it is it's shortening the distance between, in your analogy, you and the hole, and in curling between you and what's at the end of a, you know, it's a 145 feet sheet, so depending on where the broom is, what that distance is, whatever works for you.
Go, yes. Hard. Hard, all the way. Go, hard. Every inch. Go, 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 go.
Nice.
Well, very nice. It's in a perfect spot. 4 foot, the top, nothing to freeze down. And so for Carrie, it's very simple. Make some of this up front stuff go away.
Megan Kohler will try open things up for her skip.
Good, good, Meg.
Right here.
Yeah, take your time. Lots of time.
And a pretty good setup here for Sylvie Robichaud, Kathy.
Very much. She's got a stone in a great scoring position. And so for Carrie Galusha, the only upside of this is there's still lots of rocks to come. Plus, you have thrown a draw on your final stone and had a pretty good sense of maybe a foot and a half less would be needed if she has to draw. There is still space if this continues and it's guarded to get shot stone on her final.
Whoa. Whoa. It's really good. Mine's good.
Nice.
Nice. Nice weight.
Those are very good guards. Not only are they good distances, but they're lined up. So there's no double again.
We gotta try and move them. I think so.
Peel.
Whoa. Okay, Meg. Yep. So let's try. Good.
Right here.
Is that the same as the guards coming this way? Yeah. Okay.
So another guard here for Melissa Adams.
Okay, whoa. Let it catch the curl. It's a little further out there. Okay.
Not curling.
Whoa. 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 No, don't touch it.
Sorry.
Sit. Okay.
Yep. Good, Peel. Okay.
Well, now the distance has shortened, plus the angles are better for the double peel for Sarah.
Yep.
Big shot here to try to bail out her skipper, clean things up top.
Really hard. Yep. Just to get these.
Roll it.
Gets
that
two
works.
moving. That'll help a little bit.
I'll give you.
Okay. Yeah, it's better. I think we
Okay,
wanted
keep it
3,
clean.
guys. I think you gotta go.
Just for weight.
It's gotta curl a lot. Okay, line's good.
Okay, where is it? Go. Okay, whoa, two's fine. Whoa, 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 it's gonna overcurl. Stop.
Overcurling. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sit.
It's losing its handle.
Sit.
Sit.
Not bad.
Okay.
Oh, it definitely lost its handle as it started to die. And that could be just a soft rotation, or it could be in that center path. It's starting to wear down that can pull the handle off the stone.
It's so high, Kathy. Do you maybe try go after that red stone in the house, or do you just, is this the plan? Keep it open.
This is the right plan.
Right.
It's, you know, if you ever play a sort of a hack weight and you go by the outside of it, New Brunswick comes in and corners around that guard and you won't have much of a shot.
Whoa, no, no, no.
Carrie still does have the better part of the forefoot to draw to if she needs to. Now, if that guard had over curled and she could see half, Brian, that's different.
Right. Yep, I like it.
So Sarah doing her job. 2 nice peels. Skip stones now here in 11.
Yeah. Otherwise, she's got that. Let's go straight on. You got it. Sliding good here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I want like a 3. Yeah.
Okay. I don't mind playing on it, like I think.
Very close numbers between both skips. Sylvie Robichaud, 81%, and Carrie Galusha at 82 this morning.
Whoa, whoa, looks like lots.
Clean.
Afternoon now if you're watching us
Clean, stay
in Eastern
close.
Canada.
You might have to finish it.
No, no,
Clean
no.
it.
No, line's good, line's good.
Clean.
Just stay close.
Clean.
No.
Clean, just
Stay
clean.
close.
It
No,
should be
no,
good.
let
It's
it
good
sit.
on
Let
its
it
own.
Sit, 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 sit. Off. Nice.
Very nice.
Timeout.
Now both teams are awarded a timeout regardless of whether you had any during the first 10 ends that's left over or not.
I don't want to be throwing that on my last.
Carrie will call it Fred, her dad.
Oh, no, I agree. Like, I would say now if you're going to play it, because you can always skinny it.
No. No, we either
So then do you want to
draw.
come this way?
What do you guys think?
That's a new path, but you'd be pretty buried.
No, we either just straight peel, or
We
we
draw.
come here now and then force her to. Pardon?
No.
Like, what do you mean, like to get by the guard and move it? Oh, probably. You're thinking we just need to push that to there and move this to here? If she peels, she might play the tap. I'm going to have to make a double, or she'll just guard and make me draw. Full, but we only need full 4. Only.
If you miss the first one, then you're really in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't make the draw, we're hooped. We're losing.
So what are the options? Draw or tap this over then?
I don't even know if that helps us because I just
I think I'm
roll
thinking you
off
just
and then
peel
it just
now.
makes it.
You'll try for the double.
Yeah.
I think she'll guard again. She'll want me to draw.
I think so.
She has to make it perfect.
This way.
Yeah, she does.
You always got that yellow raise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right there.
On the edge?
Yeah, I mean, I gave you a make a little tighter. Try to maybe even clip that back if you can.
I'm a fan of this call. I think that one of the things that Fred talked about is can you get around there enough to tick it over a little bit, and maybe you can. You just get by. You could tap it back, but then your shooter goes into the open. You may only be ticking it over a couple of inches, so they're still in the forefoot. You don't have feel for draw weight. And so in this particular case, she had also talked about
Your guys'
playing the
ran
draw
pretty good,
now.
so
If you're short,
mine should run
you leave
slower.
yourself nothing. If you're deep, she caps it off. So you peel it open. If a perfect guard is made, you draw to the forefoot. But that's what she was facing almost from the beginning of this end. And it is full 4.
Oh.
Doesn't need the hearts.
Also, too, it is so hard to throw perfect guards. I mean, Sylvie did make a really good one with her first, but if you guard half a stone and you leave it up top, I mean, you know, Carrie could come down with sort of that quiet tap weight and make her one that way.
That's good. Yeah.
No surprise, the guard going back up.
Same thing. Same weight.
I think that for sure one of the things that Sylvie will be thinking about in the hack is not throwing a 1 or 2 guard. If you take this stone maybe to within a foot of the house, it makes it more difficult because of that huge swoop at the end. And now it's also in the sight lines of Carrie Galusha as she would sit in the hack.
There's one, right?
Always great to see Fred Cooey here coaching this team, but a guy that we have to give a lot of credit to is John Epping, who's worked with Carrie Galusha and her teammates for a number of years and has really tried to elevate their game, and we wish him best of luck as the Ontario Men's Provincials about to get underway.
Still hanging. There it goes.
Whoa. Line spine. Line spine.
Okay. Tight 3 is good.
Final stone in 11. Sylvie Robichaud
Whoa.
was able to steal in 10, trying to steal herself a win, and those are 2 lovely guards from the New Brunswick skip.
Very well executed.
Best we could do. Good job. Good job.
And for the second straight end, a draw needed for Carrie Galusha.
The running the same in the spot as it has been, hey? Yeah, well, we have less ice than we've been giving all game. Do you want a little less ice? We don't need to become even close to that red. Just sweep for T. We need full 4. Yep. Quite a bit less than last end, hey? Okay, this will run, so just stay close. That you might have to finish it, Meg.
Full credit to the battle from New Brunswick. Both these teams come in with 1-1 records. Carrie hasn't scored since that 6th end where she scored 3, was leading 7-4 at one point in this game, and now
should be close, though.
needs full 4-foot to draw for a win here in 11. Final stone on the way in a 7-7 tie.
Should be really close.
Nothing yet. Nothing from the front end. Needs to stop in time. Needs full 4, and once again slides too far. And wow, New Brunswick. Back-to-back steals and a win for Sylvie Robichaud. They were down 7-4 and battled all the way back to win 8-7 as they improved to 2-1 at this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts in BC.
Let's stop giving up 3.
Probably a good game plan there, Skipper. Those 3s will hurt you, but she found a way to battle back. Gave up 3 in the 6th, but got the W. All right, your updated standings now. Pool A, Jennifer Jones still perfect. The wildcard team, Carrie Anderson, also 3-0. And on Pool B, it will be a battle of those 3-0 teams. Newfoundland, Labrador, and Alberta, about an hour and a half away, 5 p.m. Eastern time. It will be Alberta, led by Casey Scheidegger, the skip from Lethbridge, taking on Stacey Curtis, St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy, myself. All the coverage, TSN 1, 3, and 4 at 5 p.m. Eastern time. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts in beautiful Penticton, British Columbia. We're so glad you're watching our coverage. We'll see you this afternoon on Canada's Sports Leader, TSN.